of the interdisciplinary field of human ecology, who understand human and social development in the context of biophysical and social environments people are part of, and can engage in sustainable national development initiatives, programs, and endeavors with a global perspective. BS Human Ecology students can choose any of the following specializations. Human Settlements Planning, handled by the Department of Community and Environmental Resource Planning, which provides high-quality education, research, and public service in human settlements planning towards sustainable development. Family and Development Studies, handled by the Department of Human and Family Development Studies, which continues to uphold its main thrust of human development and improving the quality of life of Filipino families. Social Technology, handled by the Department of Social Development Services, which promotes effective and sustainable human organizations and social institutions towards resilient, inclusive, and enhanced human ecosystems. The college also offers Bachelor of Science in Nutrition, where students are trained to plan, manage, and evaluate community food and nutrition programs and trainings, operate food services in institutions and communities, plan and prepare therapeutic diets, and conduct research in nutrition and related fields. The BS Nutrition program is housed at the Institute of Human Nutrition and Food. IHNF aims to promote optimum nutrition by advancing knowledge, cutting-edge research, and dynamic public service towards leadership and excellence in the study and practice of human nutrition and food. The BS Nutrition program offers core and specialized courses in the subfields of public health and community nutrition, clinical nutrition, and food service. The college also offers graduate degrees in MS Applied Nutrition, MS Family Resource Management, Master of Professional Studies in Food Nutrition Planning, and Doctor of Philosophy in Human Nutrition. These graduate programs aim to capacitate professionals in their respective fields and to strengthen their contributions to the body of knowledge of human ecology and nutrition. CHE is a trailblazer in responding to the challenges of the times in instruction, research, and extension. Through this, CHE creates concrete actions in future-proofing the college, its students, faculty, research, extension, administrative staff, key stakeholders, and partners. The faculty and teaching staff of the college are well-equipped in delivering education through various modes, whether face-to-face, fieldwork, online, and remote learning. CHE's researches are focused towards the pursuit of researches that address and respond to global risk and sustainability issues, building of skills, infrastructure, and research management skills, and enhancing interdisciplinary collaborations and partnerships with industry leaders, private and public sectors. The college is also the home of the Journal of Human Ecology, which publishes interdisciplinary research on all aspects of human and environment interactions, focusing on human and family development, food and nutrition, social development, community and environmental resource planning. The college has various flagship extension and public service programs that cater to the needs of various stakeholders, upholding the values of human ecology, and further harmonizing people's relationships with their environments and communities. The units of the college are also organizing various seminars, webinars, fora, and other programs that reach out to stakeholders through various platforms. As we move towards a future that is beset by challenges and opportunities, CHE remains steadfast and proactive in formulating and delivering instruction, research, extension, and public service programs to develop future-proof human ecologists and nutritionists of the nation. As CHE moves forward to an environmentally and ecologically sustainable future, it has started planning for its new green building, which shall house state-of-the-art and sustainable facilities. Despite the hardships we face, especially today, the college continues to enhance the delivery of instruction, expand access to the college's various knowledge, technologies and other resources, promote interdisciplinarity in research endeavors, and foster public service leadership through enhanced extension programs and services towards future-proof, human-centered, self-reliant, and ecologically stable communities.
Good afternoon to all the faculty, reps, staff, and students who are here today in Zoom and to our Facebook Live viewers. So welcome po sa ating CHE Library virtual session, Introduction to the University Knowledge Digital Repository and Training on Mendeley and Turnitin. So I am Katrina Holehole po from the Department of Human and Family Development Studies, CHE, and I will be your host for this afternoon. So before we start, I would just like to request everyone po to please rename your names po dito sa ating Zoom in the format college dash your name. Yan po. So college, example po, CHE dash Trina Holehole. So please rename po your names here in Zoom. Thank you so much. And now to formally start our program, so may I request everyone's attention to the doxology followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. All right, thank you everyone. So I know na excited na po tayong lahat para mapakinggan ang ating topics for today. So this topic that we're going to talk about today is very important po, hindi lang po para sa ating mga students, but I guess sa lahat na rin po, even the faculty, the reps, and the staff. So tingnan po natin ano po kaya ang matututunan natin today dito sa UKDR and training on Mendeley and Turnitin. But before we formally start, ayan po, pakinggan natin ang ating pinakamamahal na dekano. Okay, andito po siya para i-welcome tayong lahat today. So, hindi ko na po patatagalin. Here is the Dean of the College of Human Ecology, Dr. Ricardo M. Sandalo.
Okay, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Welcome sa ating activity ngayon at bago ang lahat, nais kong pasalamatan ang Library Committee, ang ating UPLB Library, no, na ating katuwang ngayon sa ating gawain na ito. Yes, talagang mahalaga itong dapat nating matutunan. Naririnig ko na yan, Mendeley na yan at Turnitin. Pero paano nga ba yung ginagawa, no? Ano bang gamit niyang mga bagong kumbaga sa ating virtual world ngayon ay kailangan nating alam yan, no? Kaya't mabuti at nandito tayong lahat, no? At I just would like also to inform you na itong ating gawaing ito ay naka-FB Live. So ang kagandahan pag naka-FB Live ay na-store natin, no? Yung ating mga ganitong klaseng activity. At the same time, I would like to encourage everyone, palagi naman yung bisitahin ng ating Facebook page para makita ninyo na meron tayong maraming resources diyan, no? Na ating nilalagay ng mga resources na pwede nating balik-balikan, no? Tulad dito ngayon, no? Itong ating pag-aaral sa Mandalay at saka sa Turnitin at yung information natin about that isang mahalagang ano ngayon, UKDR knowledge something. But anyway, yun ang aking ipaalala sa inyo, no, na bisitahin natin lagi ang ating Facebook page para palagi tayong updated at pwede tayong kumuha din ng mga resources doon, lalo na sa ating campaign ngayon na ating pinapaalam sa ating mga senior high school students, no, na ating niyayaya sila na sana naman ay consider nila ang BS Human Ecology at ang BS Nutrition, no? Kasi sa November 30 ay anong tawag dito, deadline na ng application sa UPCA, no? Hindi na UPCA, no? So yun, again, welcome everyone, and I would like to thank you for being here, and please encourage also the others, no? Para matuto tayo nitong Turnitin at itong Mendeley at malaman pa natin yung mga iba pang mga serbisyo ng ating library, no? Ng ating college library at ang UPLB library. Na dati nga, sabi ko, yung iba ay namamasya lang doon para nagpapalamig, nagde-date. Ayun ko si Katrina kung nagde-date doon sa library, no? Baka sa labas lang, no? Hindi sa loob. But anyway, sige. Welcome ulit sa ating lahat at magandang hapon. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, Dean. Ayan, tama po, no, face-to-face, gamit na gamit talaga ng mga estudyante ang library po natin. Kaya lang po, ngayon nga pong pandemya, iba na po yung setup natin. So, very convenient na po itong mga ino-offer po ng ating main library and ng college library natin pagdating sa, ayan po, pagbibigay ng mga references na readily available and downloadable po online. So, matututunan po natin yan lahat ngayon. And isa rin po sa mga nabanggit ni Dean itong mga Mendeley and Turnitin, ipapaliwanag po sa atin ng mga resource persons po natin today kung paano po natin sila may-utilize. Kasi for students nga po, hindi lang po nila ito magagamit throughout their journey as students in the university, pero yung paggamit po nito ay very important din kahit po nakalabas na sila ng university. So kahit nagtatrabaho na sila, madadala po nila itong mga natutunan nila kasi ayan, pag-usapan po natin yung mga proper citation, ayan, yung mga referencing, tapos ayan, pag-iwas sa mga plagiarism, ayan po. So tingnan natin, ano pa yung mga iba po nating matututunan for today. Ayan. So maraming salamat po ulit, Dean Sandalo, sa pag-welcome po sa atin ngayong hapon. So bago po tayo pumunta sa ating susunod na guest ngayon, so I would just like to acknowledge po everyone who's here with us via Zoom and also sa ating Facebook Live. So I believe meron po ditong even outside the College of Human Ecology. So baka po merong mga students and staff, faculty members from the other colleges as well. So welcome po sa ating CHE virtual session for today. Ayan. So para po maipaliwanag naman kung ano ba yung mga may expect nating matututunan for today, tinatawagan ko po ang CHE College Librarian, si Miss Jenny Encina. Hello po ma'am, good afternoon po.
Thanks po, Ma'am Trina. Good afternoon po, everyone. So we would like to thank you for joining us today for this event. So the Chet Library and Chet Library Committee, together with the University Library, organized this Chet Library virtual session, and we would like to thank our Dean, Dr. Ricardo M. Sandalo, and we would also like to thank our new University Librarian, Dr. Mary Ann M. Ingua, and also our former University Librarian, Ma'am Concepcion D. L. Saul, for their support in organizing this session. So after the Chet Library virtual orientation, which was held last October 12, 2021 via Zoom, we are fortunate to organize this second webinar on Introduction to UKDR and Training on Mendeley and Turnitin. So this is part of the UPLB Library's literacy program and also a part of the 87th National Book Week celebration. So this afternoon we have 4 speakers from the University Library who will discuss topics on the UKDR or we call this the University Knowledge Digital Repository, or UKDR for short. So UKDR is a new digital platform to store knowledge. So its functions, contents, policies will be introduced to us. So we will also be taught how to access and use UKDR. So next is the use of Mandalay as a citation and referencing tool. So we will be taught how to cite information sources completely and accurately. And lastly, we have the Turnitin. So the basic concepts of academic integrity and plagiarism, the nuances of plagiarism, plagiarism prevention strategies will be discussed. So there are also options for students on how to avail the Turnitin service. So Turnitin Feedback Studio and Draft Coach will also be introduced. So these topics by our speakers will help us in our research and information needs. So especially during this time of pandemic. So just sit back and relax and let us listen to our speakers. So once again, thank you everyone and good afternoon.
Yan. So maraming salamat po, Ma'am Jenny. Nakaka-excite nga po ang ating mga topics for today. Exciting and interesting. Ayan. Kaya wag na po nating patagalin pa. To introduce to us the UKDR guidelines and platform, here are the University Main Library College Librarians, Ms. Maria Victoria Altiche and Ms. Rose Salvacion Bombales. Good afternoon po. Ayan po, ma'am. Wala pong audio.
Can you hear me?
Ayan po.
Ayan.
We can hear you po.
Thank you. So magandang tanghali po sa lahat. So welcome to the UPLB Share Library orientation on UKDR. So let me share my screen first. So can you see my screen po ngayon?
Yes po.
Okay. Maraming salamat po. So ngayon po ay introduce po namin yung UKDR. So I will focus on the policy and guidelines po, and then after me, Ms. Rosa Bombales will show you or walk you through sa UKDR platform. So my name is Maria Victoria Altiche. So college librarian po ako from the University Special Collections section ng University Library. So first
Knowledge
po,
must be shared.
So first po, we need to, siguro kailangan niyo po muna makita yung video. So ito po yung launching video po namin. So let's watch this.
Knowledge must be shared. The knowledge output of the students, faculty, and researchers are continuously growing, and the demand for access is evolving. The impact of research is determined by the number of citations it received, whereas the academic reputation is also one of the criteria in the university rankings, which measures teaching and research quality. With these, the University of the Philippines Los Baños, as one of the 8 constituent universities of the University of the Philippines system, upholding honor and excellence, continue to generate new knowledge in the field of agriculture, forestry, biotechnology, veterinary medicine, mathematics, engineering, food and nutrition, the arts and humanities, and the social sciences, with its diverse stakeholders contributing to the production of new knowledge. It is necessary to disseminate their knowledge output and at the same time provide a means for long-term preservation. With these, libraries and universities are establishing their institutional repositories. This is to increase visibility, provide global access, and preserve digital content of the university. It also fosters collaboration among faculty and researchers locally and internationally. It encourages resource sharing among the community. And now, we are very much delighted to introduce to you the official institutional repository of the University of the Philippines Los Baños, the University Knowledge Digital Repository. It can be accessed through www.ukdr.uplb.edu.ph. It aims to provide wider dissemination and increase the visibility of the works of the university's constituents. It is a cloud-hosted repository that uses the Digital Commons, a showcase platform to promote people, achievements, expertise, and eventually the institution, which was developed by Berkeley Press. Specifically, it is designed to collect the creative and scholarly output and other significant work that supports the university's scholarly activities and reflects its cultural heritage and diversity for long-term preservation. And secondly, to provide structured metadata management that supports new opportunities for secured access, ethical sharing, wider dissemination, and visibility of institutional materials. Books, book chapters, manuals, reports, theses and dissertations, journal articles, and videos are just among the list of materials that UKDR will store, collect, and disseminate. The University Library, together with the University of the Philippines Los Baños, encourage you to contribute and maximize the use of our University Knowledge Digital Repository.
So ayun, maraming salamat po. So yun po yung launching video po na ginawa po namin nung launching on July 23. So to start with po, ito po yung aking topic outline. So I will start with background. So background po paano po nabuo yung University Knowledge Digital Repository. Then we have content. So kung ano po yung makikita niyo po sa ating UKDR, tsaka kung anong pwede yung isubmit. Then we have submission process. So ipapakita ko kung paano po yung submission process. Then we have copyright and licenses, and then service policies. So kailan nga ba nabuo itong ating UKDRs, no? So it started with a memo. So yung memo po noong 2014, so the former Chancellor Rex Victor O. Cruz, so inano po niya ng UKRS, University Knowledge Repository Center po ang ating section, university, ito pong University Special Collection Section. So ang UKDR po, according to the memo, should contain and receive publications and will provide reliable sources of information, teaching, research and extension, as well as for other purposes. So after that memo, medyo tumagal, we have 2018, so our former university librarian, so nag-submit siya ng proposal to UVICRE na yun po, naging project na po ang UKDR. So after 2018, we have 2020 na. So bago po tayo nag-subscribe sa Digital Commons, medyo may mga platform po tayong ginamit. So we tried open access. We have Omeka, nag-try po tayo ng Omeka. But then we subscribe to Digital Commons kasi mas maganda po yung mga features po ng Digital Commons. Then after po the subscription ng 2020, nag-pre-launch po tayo ng July 21. So dito po ang ating pong participants sa library staff. So introduction, this is through a webinar, so introduction to UKDR, UPLB Institutional Repository. Then after 2 days, so July 23, so formally na-launch po yung ating UKDR, no, through a webinar then. So we have a webinar on managing and accessing university publication, introduction to UKDR. So after po ng launching, so hindi po tayo nagsastop dun sa launching kasi we have another training nung July 28. So in-depth po yung naging naging training. So more on faculty, journal editors po yung mga in-invite po natin para mas makita po nila yung kagandahan po nung UKDR. Then after po nung in-depth orientation, meron din po tayong kinandak na several meetings po na with different colleges. So ang una po namin na-conduct was with CPAF. So meron po kami naging meeting with our KMO. Then after po ng CPAF, ito na po yung sa CHE. With the library committee ng CHE. Kaya nagpapasalamat po ako sa CHE for inviting us na para ma-showcase po natin itong UKDR. So meron po ba dito naka-attend na naka-attend po ng launching or kahit yung events ng UKDR? Meron po ba? Pwede po ba makahingi ng heart sign? Kung naka-attend po kayo nung either launching or yung in-depth training nung July 28. So I think, let me see. So I think the librarians pa lang po, no? So yun po, almost the same yung ipipresent ko kasi more on policy siya and guidelines na makakatulong po lalo na po sa ating faculty and reps para makapag-contribute sila sa ating University Knowledge Digital Repository. But makakatulong din po ito sa mga students for their research or reference needs. So the UKDR, so it served as the official institutional repository of the knowledge output and historical materials of UPLB. So it aims to provide wider dissemination and increase the visibility of the works of the university's constituents. So objectives po ng UKDR to collect the creative and scholarly output and other significant work that supports the university's scholarly activities and reflects its cultural heritage and diversity for long-term preservation, and to provide structured metadata management that supports new opportunities for secured access, ethical sharing, wider dissemination, and visibility of institutional materials. So in short po, ang UKDR po, it has all the publications of the university. So next slide po, I will be showing what are the contents na pwede niyo pong masubmit and pwede niyo pong makita sa UKDR. So here are the contents. So first is yung student output. So sa UKDR po, andun po, pwede po mag-submit or doon po makikita yung capstone, thesis dissertation, field reports, and then we also have practicum reports. So una po yung student output. And then we have research, publication, teaching materials. So dito po yung mga knowledge output or mga create po ng ating mga faculty, reps, and staff. So it includes book, meron pong book chapters, journal articles, we also have manual, presentation. So yung presentation din po, pwede nyo pong masubmit sa amin. Then we have professorial chair lecture, report, and video. Then last po, we have special materials. So yung special materials po natin, we have report. So itong report na sinasabi dito sa special materials, ito po yung more on the colleges na reports po. And then we have newsletters and bulletins. We also have yearbook, photograph, video, memorabilia, artifacts, and souvenir program. So yan po yung mga content sa UKDR. Pero meron din pong isang magandang feature po ang UKDR, which is ito pong journal publishing platform po niya. So dito po, pwede po namin ma-host ang inyong journals. So for example, this one, I have here UP Los Baños Journal. So meron po kaming collaboration with the issue editor or yung editor po nitong journal with Miss Bella Cruzana na pwede po namin i-publish yung full text po ng kanilang material. Pero dito po, hindi lang po siya publish kasi pwede po siyang magamit as peer-reviewed kung sakali may peer-reviewed process po kayo. So yung pwede po na yung faculty or staff mag-submit po dito sa UKDR. Then through the UKDR, doon na po yung process ng peer-reviewed and then i-approve. So pwede po doon. Kailangan lang po siguro makipag-collaborate din po sa amin or pwede po kami makipag-usap po ulit sa mga journal editors po ninyo. So ito na po yung sa submission policy, kung paano po ba magsasubmit. So dito po usually ay more on faculty and staff and reps po ang makakapag-submit ng kanilang material. So ang una, of course, it must be an original knowledge output. So with of the author or with historical significance to the university. So yun po, pwede po yung mga presentations, book chapters, we have terminal reports. So yun po, as long as it is an original work po. And then second, so the author has the right to deposit the content. So, but we encourage, to consult with UPLB-TT-BDO. So, itong policy din po natin ay pinakita po natin sa UPLB-TT-BDO and may mga changes po tayong ginawa based on the recommendation. So, for possible IP in the works before submitting in the repository. So, once identified with IP protection po, pwede pa rin siyang masubmit sa UKDR but with restricted access. Then we have here, for published works, the author must review the publisher's policies if depositing to the institutional repository is permitted, or they could opt to restrict the material. So some publishers po ay nag-aalaw po ng preprints ng kanilang journal article. So ito naman ay sa number 4 ay for joint work. So the author may still have the right to deposit the work. But of course, we encourage na mag-obtain ng permission from the co-authors of their materials. And then 5, kung if the author does not have the right to deposit the work, it may still be added in the repository by providing the metadata and link to the work. So kung wala na pong rights sa work, for example, na-publish na po yung material, so pwede pa po siyang ma-add. Naglalagay lang po kami ng link sa material or pwede pong metadata. So it depends po dun sa author. Paano pong gusto niyang iset sa kanyang works. So ito po, it is encouraged that authors may attribute their work under a Creative Commons license, but they may also select from the options indicated below. So we have may 4 options po tayo para sa mga faculty reps and staff kung ano pong gusto nilang i-set or i-categorize po sa kanilang material. So we have open access. So pag open access po siya, so full text access to the work either by UPLB constituents or by the general public, no? Then we have under embargo period. So restricted siya for a certain period of time. And then after embargo date, so pwede po siyang i-set as open access or for UPLB constituents. Then we also have restricted. So restricted, only the preliminary pages or metadata of the materials will be publicly available. But the copy of the work will still be stored for preservation purposes. And last, we have for UPLB constituents. So kung gusto niyo po na UPLB constituents, faculty, staffs, and students lang po ang maka-access ng materials, so pwede din po yun. While the public po, ang makikita lang po nila ay yung metadata or possible, pwede din po yung mga table of contents. So it depends on kung ano pong gusto nyo i-categorize sa inyong material. So next po, ito po yung, stop po muna. So we have 3 options po on how, kung paano po kayo magsasubmit ng inyong material sa UKDR. So I'll just play this. Sige. So yun po, una, pwede po kayong mag-submit directly sa UKDR website. Meron po dong submission form dun sa UKDR, but depende po siya sa materials. So second po, pwede po kayong mag-submit through your college librarians or yung mga designated staff po ng inyong college. Then last po, yung third option is you can directly email the content administrator po. So you can directly email po ng content ninyo sa amin. So we now go to copyright and licenses. Siyempre, intellectual output, so kailangan malalaman natin kung ano ba yung copyright and licenses niya. So the UKDR is managed in accordance with the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines, the Revised Intellectual Property Rights Policy of the University of the Philippines, and the Technology Transfer Act of 2009. So gaya po na sinabi ko kanina, nakikipag-coordinate po tayo with TTBDO with regards to the UKDR. So kung ano po, kaya ini-encourage po nila na yung magsasubmit ay ipakita muna yung material sa TTBDO, lalo na if parang tingin nila with, pag may patent, ganyan yung material. So next po is content submitters copyright. So the author retains the copyright of their work stored in UKDR. So hindi siya nata-transfer sa university library. So unless stated on their author permission statement. So we have the author may reuse the work or submit it for publication, but they must check the publisher's policy if they allow that the work is deposited in an institutional repository. So kung sakaling nakapag-submit na kayo sa amin and then magsasubmit kayo sa isang publisher, so okay lang din naman po yun. So i-check nyo lang po yung policy with the publisher kung okay lang, kung nag-accept po sila or pumapayag po sila na ganun yung setup na nakapag-submit or na-store na po siya sa institutional repository. So in case the publisher holds the copyright of the work, it is the responsibility of the author, creator, to obtain permission from the publisher to deposit the work in the UKDR. So yun po. The copyright po is still retained with the author. So yun. We have next is UPLB University License. So upon signing the author permission statement, it grants the university library an exclusive worldwide royalty-free license to reproduce, upload, and disseminate the work or depend on the rights granted by the author. So this one po, ito po yung pinapapirmahan po namin sa author, the author permission statement. So nilalagay po yung title of the work. And then I hereby grant the following rights to the UPLB University Library. So mamimili lang po sila dito sa 4. So we have to share provide the work, the requesting party, and then we have to give open access sa above mentioned sa work po nila. And then pag gusto lang nilang UPLB constituents lang ang maka-access ng kanilang material. And then last, ito po yung sa restricted, to allow preliminary pages or metadata of the materials to be publicly available, but the copy of the work will be stored for preservation purposes. So ito naman po sa pag-access naman ng content. So this is more on, pwede po ito sa students and then our UPL, more on general UPLB constituents. So contents in UKDR have different access rights. So depending on the type of works and the access set by the author or creator. So yun po yung pinakita ko po kanina na author permission statement, na yung author po pwede pong mamili ng kung ano pong gusto nilang iset sa kanilang materials. Tapos we have contents deposited in UKDR are free of charge. And then users must respect the intellectual property rights of the copyright holder and must be governed by the IPR Code of the Philippines. No? The revised intellectual property rights, IPR policy of the University of the Philippines system, and the Technology Transfer Act of 2009. So last, the university library will not be held liable for any violations arising from using the content in the repository. So last na po itong withdrawal of content. So if ever nakapag-submit po kayo sa amin, so here are some ways po on how to withdraw your content. So works deposited in UKDR will be permanently stored and available. So it cannot be withdrawn po unless it is requested by the copyright holder or concerned individual with valid evidence-based and justifiable reason. So pag ganun po, they must submit a request letter addressed to the university librarian. So our current university librarian now is Dr. Mary Ann Ingwa, and then email it to uscs-mainlive.uplb@up.edu.ph. And then the university librarian will review the request and make appropriate action. So if approved, if na-approve po yung request nyo to withdraw the material, no, the metadata will still remain in the database, pero naka-hide na siya from public searches. So naka-indicate lang din yung reason for withdrawal. So ito po yung valid and justifiable reasons. It may include the following: copyright infringement, national security, plagiarism, falsified research, and confidentiality concerns. And also pag gusto niyo pong mag-publish sa material, and then yung publisher wala po sa policy nila or hindi po sila pumapayag na dapat na nakastore po sa isang institutional repository ang inyong material. So pwede din po natin siyang i-withdraw. So here's my contact information. So I am from the University Special Collection section. Here's our email address, uscs-mainlive.uplb@up.edu.ph, and my email address, mrlpiche@up.edu.ph. So if you want to view our UKDR, so just go to this link, https://www.ukdr.uplb.edu.ph. So after me, Ms. Rosa Bombales will walk you through on the platform of the UKDR. So maraming salamat po. Let me stop share.
Yan, maraming salamat po, Ma'am Victoria. Now to continue po our discussion on UKDR. Ayan, nandito po si Miss Rose. Ayan, Miss Rose, take it away po. Ayan, so nandito na po ba si Miss Rose? Ayan, nakikita ko po, andito po si Miss Rose, pero ma'am, parang ano po, hindi po ata naka-on ang inyong microphone. So habang iniintay po natin si Ma'am Rose, I would just like to remind everyone po, if you have any questions, you may type your questions po dito sa ating chat box kasi magkakaroon po tayo ng short Q&A later on after all our speakers have talked about their topics. So for our Facebook Live viewers din po, pwede rin po kayong mag-ask ng questions. Just type it dun po sa ating comment section sa Facebook. And ayun po, ibibigay po natin yan sa ating mga resource persons para po masagot ang ating mga katanungan. Alright. Hello po, ma'am. Ay, pasensya naman, parang hindi rin po ano po ang microphone. Hindi po namin marinig. Wala pa rin pong audio, ma'am. Alright, so wag po natin kakalimutan din yung ating pong website ng UKDR. So that's www.ukdr.uplb.edu.ph. So ibibigay rin po namin ang link sa ating UKDR website on our chat box.
Hi po, Ma'am Katrina.
Hello po, ma'am. We can hear you na po.
Okay po, thank you guys. Okay po. So, medyo may konting technical problem po kami ngayon dito sa main live.
No
Okay.
worries, ma'am. Ayan.
Okay po.
Thank you po.
So, let's start na po. I-share screen ko na po. So, katulad po na nabanggit ni Ma'am Altiche kanina, bibigyan ko po kayo ng walkthrough po ng ating UKDR or University Knowledge Digital Repository. So here are the features of the UKDR or yung front page po ng ating UKDR. So sa taas po nakikita nyo itong navigation bar, which is makikita nyo po yung home, about, FAQ, and my account. So doon po doon sa mga wala pa pong account, you can create your account by clicking my account link. Then, if wala pa pong account, you can click to sign up. Then, fill out lang po itong mga fields na kailangan po ng UKDR para po magkaroon kayo ng account. Kapag po nag-create kayo ng account, automatic the UKDR will send you email of confirmation po para ma-detect talaga na sa inyo po yung account na yon. Then, after that po, magkakaroon na po kayo ng access sa ating UKDR. So, ito po yung home. This side po ng right side po is static po siya. Ibig sabihin po nito, all through the browsing po or all through the pages, makikita niyo po itong party na to. So, kung malipat mo po na kayo sa collection, disciplines, or authors, makikita niyo po itong mga links na to. And then, you can browse the UKDR by collection, discipline, and authors. So, try po natin yung collections. Ito po. Ang tawag po natin dito ay community. So, sa community, andito po yung structures. Ito po yung book chapter, book and periodicals, journal article, manual, photograph, presentation. Ito po yung nabanggit ni Ma'am Altiche kanina na ito po yung ini-store natin sa ating UKDR. All about po ito sa UPLB. Then we have also the community ng by colleges. So, ang College of Human Ecology, meron na po siyang sariling community. So, for further discussion po or further access po ng College of Human Ecology for their storage po nung kanilang mga publications, magkakaroon po tayo ng other webinar regarding po to kasi kailangan po namin i-systemize or mas ibigay sa inyo po yung access nitong College of Human Ecology. So ito po yun. So let's try to access journal article. So ito po. The journal article are sorted po by year. So you can select kung ano po year ang gusto niyo makita. So kung ni-request po ni faculty or ng teacher natin na within the last 5 years, so you can access it here po. Then dito po sa 2021, nakasort naman po siya by author. So ito po yun. And then, meron na po ditong mga naka-upload na mayroong PDF. So, try po natin access to. So, ito po. So, yung application of information technology in facilitating the delivery of student services. So, makikita na po natin dito yung mga authors, then yung abstract, ito po yung mga bibliographic data niya, and then yung meron na po siyang preview ng pinaka full text ng article. So, makikita niyo na po ito. So, hindi na po kayo mahihirapan na i-view pa siya. Or kung gusto niyo pong abstract lang, pwede po ito. Or if you want to download the article, ito po. So, nabanggit po na ni Ma'am Altiche kanina na meron po tayong mga collection na ang access lang po niya is preliminary pages. So, depende pa rin po yun sa ating mga colleges kung ano po yung gusto nilang ma-view lang po ng ating library user. So, ito po. Then, punta po tayo sa disciplines. So, ito po. So, nakasort po siya by arts and humanities, business, engineering, life sciences, medicine, physical science, and social and behavioral science. Then, nakasort din po ang ating collection by author. So, kung gusto niyo pong makita kung ilan yung inyong, in case po na kayo po ay isa sa mga nagsasubmit sa ating UKDR, makikita niyo po dito kung ilan collection na po yung naipapasok niyo or kung ilang article na po yung nailalagay niyo po sa ating UKDR. So, ito po. So, yan po. Click natin yung home. Then, next po is yung search. Meron pong dalawa. In this repository, pag sinabi pong in this repository, ibig sabihin po niyan, UPLB collection lang po ang ma-access nyo. Pero once you click the across all repositories, lahat po ng nakasubscribe kay Digital Commons ay ma-access nyo po ang kanilang mga articles and mga thesis or dissertation kung ano po yung nakastore sa kanilang database. So meron po tayong mga kasamang mga taga-ibang bansang mga universities na nagsasubscribe sa Digital Commons. So we have also the advanced search using and, or, and not. Ito po yun. So, pwede po tayo mag-search dyan. And also, we can also use this notify me via email or RRS. Then, ito po yung sa author corner. Ito po yung author FAQ and submit research. So, we also have this part. Ito po yung browse all collection. Browse all collection, the same din po dito sa collections. So, show niyo rin sa inyo yung community. Then, we have electronic thesis and dissertation. So, ito yung mga undergraduate thesis natin. We have journals and peer-reviewed articles po. Ito po, andito na po yun. And we have featured publication. Nabanggit po ni Ma'am Altiche kanina na pwede po nating yung ating mga publication. So, inform nyo lang po kami, then ilalagay po natin yun dito sa featured publications. Then the next one po is yung readership map. Itong readership map, pinapakita po niya dito yung kung sino po yung nag-access sa ating mga sa ating UKDR. So, ito pong readership map, pinapakita niya po yung recent downloads for the past day. Ito po. Then, nakikita din niyo po dito yung total number of papers or mga articles or thesis na na-upload natin. And then, we have also the total downloads and downloads in the past year. So, nakikita niyo po na marami na pong nag-access sa ating UKDR. Then, we have Sunburst. Pinakita dito din yung 59 disciplines natin. So, ito po. So, you can check po. Papakita naman niya yung physical science, explore social, then explore engineering. So, pag click niyo po yun, then ipakikita niya po works in engineering. So, nakasort po siya by year. then by author po. And then, meron po tayong at glance, yung top 10 downloads. So makikita niyo po dito na ang pinakamaraming may downloads ay yung UP o Los Baños Journal. Then sumunod po yung experience of selected University of the Philippines, Los Baños. So yan po. Next one po is yung recent additions, or ito po yung mga kaka-add lang po natin sa ating UKDR. So kami pong nasa USCS and other librarians po nag-upload na po ng mga available articles and theses and other collection po sa ating UKDR. So continuous po ang pag-add po ng ating mga bibliographic data and mga preliminary pages po. Then we have also the paper of the day. Ito po. Okay po. So we have also the PLAMX o PLAMX matrix. Dito po sa PLAMX matrix, malalaman po niyo kung yung article niyo po, halimbawa kayo po ay teacher and gusto niyo po malaman kung ilan yung nag-views ng abstract niyo, nag-download ng inyong article. So makikita niyo po dito sa PLAMX matrix po. And also kung yung article niyo po ay na-cite from Scopus, makikita niyo rin po dito yung bilang ng mga nag-cite po sa article niyo. For Scopus po to, ito po yung mga citation citation software po. Okay po. So ito po yung about, ganun din po. So yun lang po. And I hope po na i-access po natin ng ating UKDR para po mas makita po natin kung ano po yung kalagahan po ng ating database. So maraming salamat po.
Ayan. So maraming salamat po Ma'am Victoria and Ma'am Rose for introducing us UKDR kasi kanina po based sa mga nagtaas po ng mga kamay or ayan po, wala masyadong aware po dito po sa ating bagong service ng university. So this is a good opportunity po for the UPLB constituents to utilize ito pong mga services na readily available to all of us po. Ayan po. So tandaan po natin, the UKDR, ayan, pwede po natin siyang magamit at makuhanan ng mga references po. So open po for students and also faculty and staff po of UPLB. Ayan din po, makikita rin po natin sa UKDR, madami na po tayong mga available researches, ayan po, scholarly output. Ayan po, nakita nga po natin dun sa ating website na pwede na po pala tayo mag-access ng mga thesis at mga dissertations at saka po mga journal publications kahit na wala po tayo talaga sa library. Ayan, so downloadable na po lahat siya sa ating website po. So maraming salamat po sa ating university library for bringing us this service po. Ayan. So kapag meron po tayong mga katanungan sa ating mga resource persons po, don't forget and wala pong mahihiya sana na magtanong. You may post your questions po sa ating chat box here in Zoom. And para naman po sa ating mga Facebook Live viewers, pwede po kayo mag-comment ng inyong mga katanungan. Alright. So again po, thank you po Ma'am Rose and Ma'am Victoria. Ayan naman po, para naman po matutunan natin kung ano ba ang Mendeley. Ayan, narito na po ang ating next speaker. So also from the UPLB main library, let us give a warm virtual applause po to college librarian, Mr. Jarian Galorio. All right.
Hello.
Hello po. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, gandang hapon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Ma'am Katrina. Ayun. I hope you're doing well right there. Sana nakapag-coffee kayo. Kasi medyo challenging yung oras na to. Nakaka-antok. I hope hindi kayo antokin sa lecture ko. It's about 45 minutes or so. Right. Once again, I am Jaren Galorio from the main library. You can see me sa basement, sa Learning Commons specifically, as a Learning Commons. Ayan. So I'll be sharing to you about the Mendeley. I hope you are familiar already with the Mendeley. I hope most of you are familiar already with the Mendeley. I hope you have already used this also as a tool for productivity. Okay, so allow me to share my screen. Okay, hold on lang ha. Wait lang. Ayan, kita nyo yung buong screen. All right. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Our colleagues here in the UPLB University Library and our faculty members sa College of Human Ecology. Good afternoon, moms and sirs. I would like to introduce to you about the Mendeley. So first, what is Mendeley? Okay. Mendeley is actually a reference manager. I hope everyone are familiar with this already. It allows you to manage, and you can read, share, and annotate and cite your research papers. So meaning you can cite research papers while you are in the process of writing your paper. Okay, also an academic collaboration network with over 3 million users to connect like-minded researchers and discover research trends and statistics as well. And it is also forming a crowdsourced database. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Bakit ngayon pa tumawag? Diyos ko Lord. Christ. Wait lang ha kasi my sincere apology. Somebody pulled up. All right. Sorry. All right. So again, once again, my sincere apology po. Meron pong biglang tumawag. Okay. Again, this is a crowdsourced database with a unique layer of social research information. At the same time, an open API. This is to allow research sharing or resource sharing, to share knowledge to other researchers as well. Right. So this is actually one of the tools for collaboration among members of the team. Okay. So another one is Mendeley is also a free academic software. So this is available in all major browsers like Windows, Mac, across platforms rather from Windows, Mac, and Linux. Okay, so all major browsers sa Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and other major browsers. Okay, hindi lang sa tatlong ito pero available siya sa other browsers. Okay, like meron pang other browsers and then this is available sa desktop. Meron tayong Mendeley desktop and then meron tayong Mendeley Web and also available on mobile. Okay, meron tayong 3 keys for the Mendeley. First is it drives research productivity. This is a reference manager, and then it enables collaboration and knowledge sharing. So this is a research network and groups. And then it also creates additional insights and building of applications. So meaning this is research data and an open API, okay, for knowledge sharing to other researchers. All right, so I will be directing to that platform, the Mendeley Web. Okay, so I'll just have to stop my screen and then I'm gonna open my Mendeley Web already. All right, so this is the Mendeley Web. You may now go to, I hope you are using your laptop now. You may go to www.mendeley.com. And then if you have no account yet, please do register. But if you already have your Science Direct account, you can use that as your login here. Just sign in using your Science Direct account if you already have your Science Direct account or any Elsevier account. You can use that as your login for Mendeley. Okay, actually Mendeley is a free tool, but for a free tool, it only have, I think, 2 gigabytes of storage capacity. But since we are privileged here in the university because we have subscribed into Elsevier platforms, meaning we have 200 gigabytes of storage, cloud storage capacity. So we are very much privileged for this. So we highly encourage you to utilize this platform. Okay, so just sign in using your Science Direct account. Make sure that if you have your Science Direct account, you have to use your UP mail as you register. Okay, I'll just have to sign in my account. I'm now signing in using my Science Direct account. If you need assistance for activating of your Science Direct account for remote access, you can reach us. Just email us if you have any concerns for activation of your Science Direct account. All right, so this is the Mendeley Web. So I will be showing you the features of the Mendeley Web. Masyado yata akong maliwanag para akong kinukuha ng liwanag. Anyway. Okay, so as you can see, this is the Mendeley Web. So this, meron tayong mga features in here. So here, so meron tayong search box where you can search here like references or articles. Like for example, I'll be searching about this one, bioenergy. And then you can actually add this to your library already. So like for example, I'll be selecting one of the titles from here. So like for example, I'll be selecting this. You can click this add to library so that will be added to your library. Just click that, add to library, and then like for example, this one and the other one here. So any relevant references that you can use for your paper, so you can add that to your library. So to view that, you can go directly to your library by clicking this view in library. So by clicking this, you can see your save references at the library already. Okay, so this is my library. This is how you can as well populate your Mendeley. So here, this is the Mendeley library. So as you can see at the left side is the library structure. This is the library structure, and then as you can see at the middle is your references, your documents. And then by clicking one of the titles from here, you can see the document details at the right. So here, like for instance, there are missing information or details from this particular document. You can actually input it manually. So by clicking the plus button, and then you can input manually for those missing details of the particular title. Okay, so this is how we can populate our Mendeley library. So as you can see, as I have added earlier documents, you can see it here. You can sort it out. Okay, so you can filter them and by natin, we can actually add folders from here. We can add folders. By adding folders, you can click. As you can see, sa akin kasi I have a lot of folders. This is how you can manage or you can organize your references as well para hindi sa kalat. So dito natin mapapractice yung being organized. Okay, so being productive as well. Okay, so as you can see, these are my collections. So naka-folder siya by subject or by field. And then as you can see, you can create a new collections or new folder. So by creating a new folder, just click this new collection. And then, like for example, I'm gonna put here check collections. Or you can, mag-enter pala check collection. And then press enter sa keyboard so that that will be added. So na-add na dito yung bagong folder. Ito na si check collection, and then this will be blank already. So you can now populate the para malagyan natin ng content yung folder na to. So if we have documents already sa computer ninyo, so you can add it here by clicking the add new, and then you can input, you can drag or you can click this sa computer ninyo from your file from your computer, and then you can as well add entry manually and then input from your library via bibtext, EndNote, or RIS, or yes, RIS. Or yung isa, meron pang isa, Zotero. Ayan. And then pagka na-populate mo na siya, so pagka meron siyang pagka PDF yung document, so you can already read here the document. Okay, so for the add entry manually, adding entry manually is like yung mga documents that you have gotten from your print sources, like for example, from print article or journal, or from print book. So that's the time that you have to add entry manually. So by clicking this, i-input mo lang dito manually yung, like for example, kung ano yung source niya, source type, like that is a journal article or a book, or kung ano pa yung magsiselect ka lang dito, or thesis or dissertations, lagay mo lang dito, and then input mo lang dito manually yung details of that particular resource. Okay, so that's how we can add entry manually. And then here sa Mendeley Web, we can actually collaborate. We can create a group, so we can add members for a collaboration, for a collaborative effort for your paper. So like for example, dito sa private groups, so you can create a private group. So by clicking this new group, like for example, I'll be creating chair of faculty. Enter. Ayan, so andito na si chair faculty. I-close ko lang to. And then here sa chair faculty, right-click mo lang siya, and then manage group. So to manage group, pwede mo i-add dito yung members. So make sure lang na yung members ay meron silang Mendeley account or Science Direct account so that we can add them here. So pag na-add mo na sila dito as members of the group, so kung ano yung i-add mo dito na documents dito sa folder na to na chair faculty, the members of the group will also see it. Okay, so kung ano yung mga nilalagay nyo dito, and then the paper that you are working with, so you can collaborate together on how you could further enhance the paper within the group. Okay, so this is the collaboration network of the Mendeley. Okay, so you can only create a group, you can only create a private group using the Mendeley Web. Pero makita natin ito pa din dun sa Mendeley desktop. So pero you cannot add, you cannot create or you cannot add members sa Mendeley desktop. Dito lang sa Mendeley Web. Okay, I hope you have followed, or I hope it is clear to you. So again, this is the Mendeley Web structure. Okay, I hope na-follow. And then I'll go back to the Mendeley main. Okay. All right, so that was the Mendeley library, Mendeley Web library. So right now, we are going to download the Mendeley desktop so that for the Mendeley desktop, there are various features that you cannot find on Mendeley Web. So that's why kailangan natin si Mendeley desktop and have have it downloaded. So first thing is you have to go to your profile here. Just click your profile, like your name or the picture, and then click mo lang yung download Mendeley. Okay, just click that, download Mendeley. Okay, so here, if you're going to choose this one, download now for, like for example, kung ano yung OS na ginagamit ninyo, ang problema dito is you will be directed to your Microsoft 365. It would take a lot of time because yung process niya is medyo tatagal, lalo na kung idadirect ka pa sa Microsoft 365. Pero the old version of the Mendeley, ito kasi is the new version of the Mendeley desktop. Pero to make it easier, you can download the Mendeley desktop, the old version of the Mendeley desktop. So you can see that here at the middle, you can see Mendeley desktop is still available. So just click learn more. Okay, just click that learn more. So you don't have to click that. Just click this learn more so that you'll be directed to the old version of the Mendeley. Okay, just click that, and then so this is now the Mendeley desktop, the old Mendeley desktop version. Okay, so automatic siya kung ano yung OS ng computer ninyo, so you can download it already. So mag-a-apply siya dito kung ano yung OS na ginagamit niyo. If you are using Windows, if you are using Mac or Linux computer. Okay, so as you can see sa akin is I'm using Windows computer, so that's why the Windows desktop is already here. So just click download now. So by clicking that, this will be downloaded sa computer ko. So I don't have to download this because it is already downloaded sa computer ko. So after you have downloaded that, just install that to your computer. For Mac users, I think you need to para i-allow mo siya to run to your computer for Mac users. Meron pang may technicalities for Mac users. Okay, so ganun lang. For Windows, automatic siya at the same time for Linux computer. Okay, pag na-download nyo na siya, just install that. So if you have installed the Mendeley already, so you should see this Mendeley desktop. So I'll be showing you the Mendeley desktop features. So this is now the Mendeley desktop. Ganito yung itsura niya. Okay, so ayan. So ano yung credential nyo sa Mendeley Web, the same yung credential nyo kay Mendeley desktop. Okay, so I'll just have to log in. So as you can see, this is now the Mendeley desktop. Iko-close ko lang tong ibang nagpa-pop up kasi we'll be doing that later. Alright, as you can see, ito yung interface ng Mendeley desktop ko. So marami na actually laman ang aking Mendeley desktop or Mendeley. Ayan, so as you can see, may pagkakaiba lang ng konti yung interface ng Mendeley desktop at Mendeley Web. As you can see dito sa library structure ko kanina is collections, pero ngayon nagiging folder na siya. Ito lang yung pagkakaiba niya. Okay, so create folder. Pero kanina sa Mendeley Web is create collections. Yun, ganun na yung pagkakaiba. Kunti lang naman, pero the same lang naman yung feature, almost. Pero may ibang feature dito sa Mendeley desktop na wala sa Mendeley Web. So dito tayo makapag-organize and then syncing in, or like we can integrate into other application like Microsoft Office and the web importer. Okay, so ayan, so for adding documents, again, you can, kung meron kayong documents sa computer ninyo, so I recommend to make all your files sa computer ninyo be like organized as well. So wag niyo lang siyang ilagay dun sa download folder kasi sa download folder it is a temporary folder, and then there might be tendencies that you can download, you can delete that. Okay, so I advise or recommend you to organize your documents sa computer niyo, like lagay niyo sa My Documents or Drive D. na hindi nyo siya ma-delete or make a folder in there and then put all the documents na gusto nyong i-add dito sa Mendeley. Okay? So tapos pwede nyo siyang i-drag dito. Or before nyo siya i-drag dito or before nyo siya i-add dito sa Mendeley, make sure that you have created a folder dito para mas ma-organize nyo siya ng maayos. Para, ang purpose kasi is para mas mabilis mo siyang matrack yung mga documents para at least while you are writing your research paper, hindi na kayo mahihirapan na i-track pa yung document na yun. If you are going to cite already that particular document or the author of that particular document. Okay, so as you can see sa akin, I have a lot of folders kasi I have organized them already. Kasi if you're going to go to all documents, lahat na itong content dito. Okay? So dito, if you're going to go to particular document like agribusiness, ito lang yung mga specific documents on this particular folder or subject. Okay, so yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina about the groups, so andito na yung mga groups, pero you can import documents dito. Make sure that you are also connected to the internet para makita din yung peer ninyo. Pero you cannot add here yung kagrupo ninyo. Members. Okay, so you can only add members sa Mendeley Web. Okay, so if you're going to select one of the titles, you can see here also the document details. Okay, so this is the document. Again, if kulang yung details ng document, you can input manually. Okay, so yung details kung in case kulang siya. Okay, so we are going to populate again, or if you're going to populate your Mendeley desktop directly from the web, like for example, kuha ka ng mga documents from the web. So kailangan natin si web importer. So you have to install web importer. Okay, just click this. Just go to tools and then click install web importer. Okay, by clicking that, you will be directed to the web to the extension nagamit. So you have to install that web importer for that particular browser. Okay, so halimbawa, I'm using right now, I think it's Firefox, and just click this get web importer for Firefox. Okay, by clicking that, click mo lang tong add to Firefox. Okay, click mo lang to, and then pag as you can see sa akin, remove siya because I have added this already and installed this to my browser on Firefox. And then pag na-install mo na siya sa browser nyo, so you should see the Mendeley icon at the top sa toolbar. So at the rightmost here, so you can see the Mendeley icon. So like for example, if we are going to populate, so like for example, pupunta tayo kay Science Direct. Wherein you can add it directly to your Mendeley kahit hindi naka-install si web importer. So like for example, I'm gonna search here about humanities. Okay, so if we are going to save this directly to your Mendeley, so I'm gonna select one of the titles from here. So by selecting this one, so like for example, you will be, so you can download this by clicking that. As long as you have full access to your data to this particular document, you can download that, and then you can save this directly to your Mendeley by clicking this add to Mendeley. Okay. Sa ibang browser, sa ibang databases, wala tong feature na to wherein you can add directly to your Mendeley. Ito yung direct si Mendeley tsaka si Scopus, if you're familiar with Scopus. So ayun, so yun yung covered ni SUB. Okay, so meron silang ganito, add to Mendeley. So by clicking that, so you will be directed to log into your Mendeley Web. Ayan, automatic naman siya. And then you just have to wait for about few seconds and then check the title. Okay, check nyo lang yung title and then you can Di ba, as you can see kanina, meron ako mga folders. You can add this already directly to the folders that you have created. So kanina I've been creating a folder on human ecology. I hope andito na siya. Andito na siya. So dun sa check folder. Okay, check collections. So problema lang dito is when you import this to your Mendeley, so hindi sumasama yung PDF. So all you need to do, kasi ang importante kasi dito is yung details mismo na masisave doon sa Mendeley natin. Pero minsan hindi sumasama yung PDF, yung mismong file. Okay, yung full text. So all you need to do is you have to download this. Click nyo lang tong download as long as you have full access to this document. Download nyo lang siya and then import mo lang siya doon manually. So since na-add ko na siya dun sa check collection, so I'll go back to my Mendeley. Lang ito kasi kaka-add lang natin. So every time that you are going to add documents via web to here is you need to click that synchronize. I-click nyo lang tong sync, okay, so that this will be updated and then yung kaka-add lang natin na documents will be seen here. Yan, i-update lang natin para mag-appear dito. So andito na siya. So yung in-add natin via web from Size Direct, nag-appear na siya dito pero hindi sumasama dito yung PDF. So PDF para pag-appear dito yung PDF ni icon. So kasi pag merong PDF icon, ang advantage is you can already read here the document. Okay, like for example, hanap ako dito ng may PDF. Ito, so mag-a-appear dito yung PDF. Pagka i-click mo yung PDF, you can already read here the document. Okay? And then the advantage of it is once andito yung full text or the document, you can highlight important points from that particular document. From this document and then meron akong nakalagay na note. Okay? Mag-highlight tayo dito na pwede nating magamit sa paper natin as reference. Okay, so like for example, I'm going to highlight this one na pwede ko magamit sa paper ko and then click mo lang yung parang highlighter and then right click, you can add note. So like for example, you will be using this for chapter 1 introduction, parang ganon. So pwede mo siyang gamitin. Ayan, so and then you can as well select colors kung ano yung gusto mong colors for the highlighted text. Ayan, and then you can see the notes here dito, kung ano yung mga nino-notes mo dito sa document nito, makikita mo siya. At least mabilis mo siyang matrack. So while you are in the process of writing your research paper, mabilis mo siyang matrack yung mga document at the same time yung mga words na gusto mong i-add dun sa paper mo while you are in the kung andito yung documents or yung PDF, yung dinownload nyo sa computer ninyo, i-add nyo lang siya dito by clicking this file and then click add files. Go to your computer and add it here para mag-appear itong icon na to. Okay? Ayan. So sa dito sa Mendeley, the most important thing is in here is lahat ng mga documents or references na ginamit nyo sa paper ninyo, all of them should be here. Kahit print source pa yan, yung tinuro ko sa inyo kanina on how you can add print sources by adding entry manually. Okay, so yung details yung pinaka-importante. Okay, na malagay nyo dito para mabilis na yung pag-track ng mga documents while you are in the process of writing your research paper. Okay, so yun yung one of the nag-add tayo sa browser ng web importer. If you are going to use other okay, anyway. If you're going to use other databases, okay, other than Science Direct, so like for example, like pupunta tayo sa library website or okay, kung meron na kayong Open Athens account, make sure na meron kayong Open Athens account. Please secure an account. Kung wala pa kayong account ni Open Athens, please do register. Punta na kayo sa library website, library.uplb.edu.ph, and then you can register for an account dito Athens. Dito yung account, and then kung nag-expire na yung account nyo for the Open Athens account, kung wala pa kayo ng account. Okay, I'll just have to log into my Open Athens account. I'll be using my personal account here, Open Athens. See, Open Athens is a gateway for all of us to access all our subscribed databases. Ayan. Kaya make sure, since most of us are nasa bahay, okay, accessing our databases remotely, so make sure that you have your Open Athens account. Okay, para ma-access na. No. My internet is getting slower. Please be patient. Okay, please, you can also follow me, guys, moms and sirs, while I am doing it. Pero may problema na ako sa internet. Actually, nasa campus ako using the IP, pero I think may problema ngayon ng IPC. Kanina namin. I'm so white, para akong kukunin ng liwanag. Are you still there? I want to check if I'm still connected.
Yes, sir.
Hello,
Hello.
sir.
Okay.
Yes po.
Akala ko ako na lang mag-isa dito.
Andito po
Thank
kami,
you.
sir. Ayan po.
Thank you for confirming, ma'am. Okay. So, ayan. So, nag-open na siya. Thank you so much. Alright. So, I just have to log in. I hope nakapag-follow din kayo. Open Athens para you can also see what's in here sa Open Athens natin. Ayan, so ito yung sa Open Athens natin, yung mga content. Ito yung mga databases. So like for example, you are going to use other databases like halimbawa kukuha ako dito ng isang database dito. So other than Science Direct. So ayan. So, halimbawa, kukuha ko ng title dito. And then, if I want to add this sa aking Mendeley, so, i-click ko lang yung Mendeley icon, and then this will be added already sa Mendeley. So, I just gonna click this one. So, like, for example, you'll be needing this. And then, you want to add this to your Mendeley as part of the references. So, just click the Mendeley icon at the top. So, you can see that here. Click the Mendeley icon sa toolbar, and then just check the title. This is Biology and Technology. Okay. Okay, just click, just check the title, and then you can add that directly to the folder that you have created. So this is under Biology, I think. So this is no longer. Example lang kung check to. So add nyo lang ulit. So that's how you can add, you can import documents via web using the Mendeley Web, importer. Okay, so ito yung Mendeley Web importer. Kahit you are using like Google or if you have gotten documents elsewhere, so if you want to add that and then that will be added to your Mendeley already. Okay, so like for example, you are going to add a web article. So hindi siya PDF but web article siya. Pwede mo siyang i-add pa din yung website. So as part of your references. Okay? So if you are going to use that sa paper mo, so you can add that already sa Mendeley mo as part of your references. Okay? So yun yung pinakita ko lang sa inyo on how we can add documents via web using the web importer. So yun yung one of the features of the Mendeley using the web importer. If we're going to populate our Mendeley via web or adding entry manually. Okay, and again, please check if kompleto din yung details of that particular document that you have added in here. In case hindi kompleto, so you have to input manually dito sa right side sa document details. All right, so yun yung one of the features. And then right now, we are going to integrate this to our Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word. So to integrate this to our Microsoft Word, dito na tayo makakapag-cite and then referencing already. So just click tools, just go to tools here, and then click mo lang yung install MS Word plugin. Okay, so by clicking that, that will be, make sure na before mo siya i-click to, kailangan naka-close mo na yung application. So that's the time that you have to click that. So clicking that install Microsoft Office to plug in, and then pag na-add mo na siya, open mo na yung Word document. All right, so I'm just gonna add the blank document here. So like for example, you are going to cite particular author here. So di ba kanina nag-highlight tayo ng mga important points from that particular document going back. So kanina dito sa agricultural trade, this is under agricultural science. So like for example, ito, so if you're going to add this to your document, just right click and then copy text, and then, so di ba mas mabilis na lang matrack yung mga words pag naka-highlight na sila, and then control V mo na lang, and then though hindi siya automatic na mag-aayos, pero the most important thing here is you can track them easily. So since you are copying the exact words from that particular document, make sure to put quotation marks. Yan, quotation marks, and then there's a time that you can add here the in-text citation. So adding the in-text citation, you just have to go to references and then click insert citation. Okay, click mo lang yung insert citation and then go to Mendeley. And then dito ko kinuha sa agricultural science na folder. So ito yung document. Okay, I'm gonna cite the author, itong author na to, and then after that, click mo lang yung cite. Okay, click mo lang yung cite, and then the in-text citation will be appeared here. Okay, so ito na yon. So and then don't forget to put period at the end of the paragraph. Okay, of the sentence. Okay, and then make sure na pagka you are copying the exact words, lagyan na lang natin ng quotation marks. Okay, pero though we can paraphrase naman, so pagka na-paraphrase na natin, pwede na natin hindi lagyan ng quotation marks. Pero since this is exact words from this particular author, pwede nang kailangan lagyan natin ng quotation marks. Pero kapag na-paraphrase natin, though hindi na natin kailangan lagyan ng quotation marks, pero the author should be here still. Nakalagay pa din yung in-text citation. Okay, like for example, I'm gonna add several titles from here. So like for example, kukuha ako ng document from animal science. Okay. Okay, going back. Ayan. Animal science. Right. Ayan. And in case, like for example, meron kayong kinuhang like yung dalawang document, the same lang sila ng idea. The same lang sila ng idea and you want to merge it. So, pwede mong gawin yon. So, like for example, ito, the same lang sila ng idea ng isang author. Halos the same lang yung content ng paper nila. Pwede mo silang i-merge para isa na lang ilalagay mo dito. So, click mo lang yung insert citation ulit. Go to Mendeley. Halimbawa, the same lang sila ng idea ni Whitaker. So, click mo lang yung site. Ayan. And then, hindi kasi pwedeng dalawa na naka-enclose. So, dapat i-highlight mo silang dalawa. And then, click mo lang yung merge citation. So, pwede mo silang ma-merge. Ayan. So, magiging isa na lang siya. Ayan. So, that's how you can merge two authors pagka the same lang sila ng content or idea. Okay? Ayun, ganun lang. Sa sample. Alright, so right now, if you are done with your paper, so like for example, you are done with your paper already, nasa last page na tayo ng paper natin, references. So mas mabilis na lang. So lahat ng mga cited ng mga authors or cited documents, mabilis na lang na mag-generate ng bibliography. So to generate bibliography, so lahat ng mga cited documents will be automatically be generated into a bibliography. So, i-click mo lang yung insert bibliography sa taas. So, click mo lang yung ito sa taas. Click mo lang yan and then automatic siyang mag-generate ng bibliography. So, at least, hindi na tayo mahirapan na mag-manual like encoding of bibliographies. Okay, so, lahat ng mga sinite nyo ay mag-appear na sa dito sa references. And then, this is already sorted alphabetically from A to Z. So, A to Z. Okay, so pagka halimbawa meron kayong document na hindi necessary that you have to cite them as sa content ng paper ninyo, pero may kinuha kang sort of ideas from that particular documents, so pwede mo pa din siyang ilagay dito sa list of your references, pero hindi siya automatic makita dito kasi hindi mo nga siya sinite doon sa paper mo. So pwede you can add it manually. So like for example, dito may kinuha kang idea from this particular document. So for ito, i-right click mo lang and then copy as formatted citation. So click mo lang formatted citation and then this is S. So going back, so after D. So control V mo lang, control V sa keyboard and then mag-a-appear na siya dito. So this is how you can manually add documents, reference pala, yung mga hindi mo na-cite dun sa content ng document mo. Okay, or sa paper. And then put it here. Lahat. Kung may kinuha kang idea, kahit idea lang. Ayun. So ilalagay mo pa din sila dito sa reference. Okay, so this is how you can utilize this Mendeley. At the same time, for checking of your citation style, so as you can see sa akin, naka-default sa akin is APA. So this is the default citation style. But if you wish to change the citation style, like for example, you are going to publish your paper and then the publisher is requiring you to use a citation style that is relevant or related sa field ninyo. So you can change that by going to View and then Citation Style. Okay, sa Mendeley Desktop, View and then Citation Style, and then go to, as you can see sa akin is naka APA 7th edition, but you can change that by going to More Styles and then click Get More Styles tab, and then you can search here, like for example, on humanities na citation style. Ayan, so mahanap mo siya dito kasi over 3,000 citation styles na meron tayo dito. So halimbawa on humanities, just click mo lang yung use this style and then this will be your default citation style already. In case lang na na-require sa inyo is different citation style other than APA. Like for example lang, if you are going to publish your paper, ayan, that also requiring different citation style. So mahanap mo lang sila dito. Okay, so that is the citation style for the paper that you wish to change. All right, I think I have discussed already the features of the Mendeley. I hope I haven't missed anything. Ayun, I think, I hope that was clear also to you. Thank you so much.
Ayan, so maraming salamat po Sir Jarian for sharing with us kung ano po ba itong Mendeley. Alright, so napakagandang application or software po niya para po sa atin, hindi lang po para sa faculty or staff, pati na rin po sa mga students. So
Yes.
nabanggit nga po ni Sir kanina, di ba, na it's a free software application. Pwede po natin siya ma-access sa web or pwede rin natin po siyang ma-download. And nakita ko po, Sir, na very convenient nga siya to use since the university also provides us with Microsoft applications like MS Word na pwede po nating magamit to access ito pong Mendeley. So it's very efficient and easy to use. Napaka-ano rin po, pinakita po ni Sir Jarian kanina na napaka-organized niya. Ngayon ko lang din po natutunan na pwede po pala tayo mag-share ng folders sa Mendeley. So very helpful po siya, I think, for the faculty members din po kasi pwede po natin siyang magamit na, kumbaga, as a tool to provide yung list of references po na ginamit natin sa class and to share with our students. So hindi lang po pala siya for proper citation and referencing. So ayan po, organizing ano rin po and tracking research references. So maraming salamat po talaga Sir Jarian for sharing with
You're
us
welcome.
ito pong Mendeley. Alright. So kung
My
nag-usap po
pleasure.
tayo, kung nag-usap po tayo about Mendeley, syempre pag-uusapan din naman po natin ang Turnitin. So ano po ba ang Turnitin? What is it and how do we use it? So here is Mr. Pius Murillo, one of our college librarians, to talk about assessing paper submission with Turnitin. Hello po, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Katrina. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well, no, during this time. So first, I'd like to thank the Czech community, the college dean, Sir Ricky, the college library committee, and of course, Miss Jenny, our college librarian at the College of Human Ecology. So for this afternoon, I was tasked to discuss with you and introduce with you one of the most pertinent or relevant tools that the library is providing for everyone. So earlier we heard about the UKDR as one of the online platforms of the library, and then Jarian discussed about another application that everyone can be used, no? Yung reference manager na Mendeley. And for this part or for this episode of our virtual session, I will be discussing with you about Turnitin. No? Turnitin is actually another program, a license program that the UP system is subscribing with, for everyone's to access. So we use Turnitin precisely in doing assessments, paper assessments, or in checking assignments ng ating mga estudyante. So, yeah. So, before that, allow me first to share my presentation. Oops. One moment. Stop share. So the title of my presentation is Assessing Paper Submissions with Turnitin. So my name is Pius and I'm one of the librarians here at the main library. So for my objectives, I hope that I will be acquainting you with Turnitin, and that I hope to encourage everyone to use Turnitin as your assessment tool in teaching and learning, particularly in checking papers, assignments, or in checking your works, if you are writing research, or for those students who are undergoing thesis writing or dissertation writing. So this tool can also be used by thesis advisors, or dissertation advisor, in checking the work of your advisees. So for the presentation outline, I hope to answer this basic question. So Turnitin, what this tool is it for? Who can use and access Turnitin? And lastly, I will be showing you how Turnitin works, in assessing academic papers. So later, the last part of my presentation, we will have also a walkthrough. We will visit the platform and see what's in there. So for my introduction, what basically we've been addressing with Turnitin is that we want everyone to really observe o yung tinatawag nating research or academic integrity. So one particular issue that we are trying to address or to avoid or prevent is the issue of plagiarism. So Merriam-Webster defined plagiarism as, or plagiarize means to steal and pass off the ideas of words of another as one's own, to use another's work without crediting the source, and to commit literary theft, and lastly, to present as new and original an idea or product derived from an existing source. So as we all know, plagiarism does not always mean word-for-word copying. So there are actually 10 different ways that plagiarism can occur. No? So this is something interesting, no, that I would like to share with everyone, especially to you, to our faculty members, no, so that we can diversify further on ano yung mga uri o yung mga nuances ng plagiarism. So we have first on the list. So there are actually 10 types based dun sa pag-aaral ng plagiarism.org. So the first one is yung clone, no? Okay. So with this type of plagiarism, the work that has been submitted was copied word for word, no? And then claim nung writer na kanya yung ano. So makikita natin later dun sa platform kay Turnitin, no? Ay dun sa report, no, particularly yung mga text na ma-highlight. So kapag nakita natin yung text or portion ng paper where parang solid na naka-highlight yung portion ng paper. So that's an indication na may clone or mayroong potential plagiarized content yung paper. So this number one, ito yung pinaka-problematic or yung most common. Kumbaga ito yung parang pinakamalalang form of plagiarism. Okay? And then the second one is find and replace. No? So you can see here yung sa original source. No? So with this one, binago lang yung mga content, no? Yung may mga binago, no? Makikita natin pag sa report, may mga gap na content, pero parang yung essential content pa rin is nandun pa din, no? Na-retain pa din. Okay. So that's find, replace. And then the third one is recycle. Okay. So this one, yung paper or yung previous work, kumbaga, generously binarrow ng writer yung certain contents, and then hindi siya nag-include ng citation. No? So that's recycle. Okay. And then the fourth one is mash up. So with this one, there is some mixing of copied materials from multiple sources. So pag nakita natin doon sa report na naka-highlight in different colors, yung certain portion ng work ng estudyante or natin, and then, ibig sabihin, yung parang may kinapi-paste siya ng portions from different sources, and then para siyang patchwork, no? And then come up with a mashup. So yung mashup hindi lang po sa kanta or sa sayaw, pati rin po sa student writing or academic writing. Then another one, yung aggregator. So this one includes proper citation to sources, but the paper contains almost no original work. Okay. And then we have the control C. So with this type of plagiarism, the paper contains significant proportions of text from a single source without any alterations. So para din siyang copy-paste. Okay. Then another one, remix. So nag-paraphrase from multiple sources and then made to fit it together. Okay. So parang somewhat similar siya dun sa tawag dito, yung kanina natin nakita na type of plagiarism, which is yung mash-up. And then another one, hybrid. No? This combines perfectly cited sources with copied passages without citation. Okay. So makita natin yung citation is a very important element, no? And, when we talk about plagiarism. And then the other one, we have 404 error. So the paper includes citations, no? However, the citations are non-existent or contains inaccurate information, no, about the sources that being used by the student or by the writer. And then the last one, we have the retweet. Okay. So with retweet, the paper includes proper citation, no, but relying too closely on the text original wording and or structure. So those are the 10 types of plagiarism or yung mga plagiarism nuances. No? So ito po yung mga titignan natin when we are checking student papers or assignments. No? Okay. Oops. Allow me to skip some of the slides. And then this one. So what writer or students need to do to avoid committing plagiarism? So if they are not sure about the content that they are putting in, they need to use quotation or paraphrase the work or the words, or summarize the content. So when we quote, an author has stated an idea in a way that can't be said any better. So paraphrase when we want to clarify or emphasize an idea in our own words. Then we summarize, if we need to condense a large amount of text into one or two shorter sentences. So at the bottom line, no matter what, let's include always a citation or proper attribution in order to give credit to the original author, or to the original creator ng mga works na gagamitin natin. Okay. So allow me to share some tips or strategies on how to avoid plagiarism. So of course, number one, we have to manage our time during the researching and writing process wisely. Let's employ effective research strategies and choose when to summarize, paraphrase, or quote information from your sources. Of course, providing proper citations or attribution for the paraphrase, quoted, or summarized information. And of course, let's use Turnitin as our tool in having or in coming up with an original writing or work. With Turnitin, we can be ensured that the works that are being used were properly cited, so as to avoid committing plagiarism. And then further, with the help of the report that the system just generated, we can be able to revise it further. And let's own our academic integrity and ask questions when we need help. Okay. So let's now, ito na po yung ating pinaka-agenda. Introduction lang po yung mga earlier slides natin para at least we can determine what specific nuances of plagiarism that our students is committing, whether be it intentional or unintentional. Sometimes kasi people plagiarize because especially our students, because they lack knowledge, and also that's why the library has been, implementing some initiatives, example itong mga information advocacy natin. One of which is through this one. We're happy that we have this. We were invited to for this session as part of our information advocacy. To spread awareness about academic integrity with the aid of Turnitin po. And of course, yun nga, yung mga other tools na pinaprovide ng library for everyone. So, since wala tayong face-to-face, ang library po ay nag-come up ng iba't ibang mga serbisyo na pwedeng ma-avail ng ating mga estudyante kahit wala po sila sa ating campus. Well, of course, pati rin ng ating mga faculty members at saka ng mga researchers. Okay, so let's talk about Turnitin. Okay, so I've mentioned earlier, Turnitin is a tool to detect plagiarism. Okay, so we can use this Turnitin in checking students' works, yung mga paper assignments, yung mga essay writings nila, exams, written exams. Kung advisor po tayo ng mga students who are writing theses and dissertations, or kung meron po tayong mga research publications, or kung meron po tayong, for example, I've learned College of Human Ecology, merong publication, yung Journal of Human publish the works to your journal. So Turnitin is a really of great tool for these purposes. So sa Turnitin po, meron po siyang database. it's an internet-dependent system. No? So there's no need for you to install anything. All you need to do is to have an internet connection po. So what the system does is that it identifies match content by comparing papers against 60 plus billion current and archive web pages. So kita natin yung kung paano na, yung algorithm ni Turnitin nagko-crawl sa mga different platforms online, no, over the internet. So yun din, the system also find matches, text match, no, sa 600 plus million archived student papers. So somehow si Turnitin gives protection sa mga completed papers na, no, lalo kung hindi pa ito, kumbaga lalo yung mga gray literature, yung mga hindi pa talaga na fully published. So somehow si Turnitin gives protection to the work of a newbie researcher, for instance, or a student, no, or engaged into research. No? Para at least si Turnitin kasi para siya nagsiserve as platform, no, para ma-communicate yung work mo to other researchers as well, so that if other researchers will lodge into data or upload their paper to the database, no, since yung system nga nagko-crawl para maghanap ng text match, no, at least makikita ni Turnitin, no, or baka mamaya maano din ni Turnitin yung paper mo. In that way, at least ma-prompt yung user na merong ganung work or may ganung idea or statement na na-publish na or na-lodge dun sa database ni Turnitin. So on the part of the user, no, maybe he or she can use your work, no, to cite or to use your work as their reference, no, and add it to the sources being consulted, no, or mag-reflect dun sa kanilang bibliography or sa works cited or references. Okay. And then yun din siya, compare din siya sa 140 plus million articles from library databases, textbook publishers, subscription-based publications from different publishers. So nagko-crawl yung system ni Turnitin sa mga online databases na whether be it subscription-based or open access platforms. So this Turnitin's world-leading software, no, used by institution worldwide, no, faculty or instructors and students, no, to prevent plagiarism. So this platform, the platform of Turnitin is available 24/7. It's web-based, no? So there's no need for you to download or install any application to your device. So in great capacity, it regularly receives over 500,000 submissions every day. So you see how fast the contents grow, no, in the database of Turnitin. So I mentioned earlier yung how Turnitin works, no? The students' works are being submitted electronically, the system or the documents being compared to the databases, no? Yung nga na-mention ko yung mga platforms na kung saan nagko-crawl yung system, Turnitin. And then after which, no, depending dun sa file size nung paper na in-upload natin, then the system will generate an originality report or similarity report. Sometimes in minutes, no, depende dun sa file size. So what we advise whenever you are going to upload papers is that, for instance, thesis or dissertation, we advise everyone to do the checking or uploading chapter by chapter so that the system could easily generate a report in a matter of minutes. The minimum 30 MB or 10 pages, no, at the maximum, no, 100 MB or 800 pages of document can accommodate Turnitin, no, to check similarity against other sources. And then yun nga, sa report, no, pag makikita natin mamaya, pag nasa platform tayo, yung percentage of match, no, content is identified, no. So later, i-discuss man natin, no, I'll try to help you, no, understand, no, and interpret further yung similarity. So sa Turnitin po, yung report, hindi siya nagsasabi agad or parang it's just merely a guide, no, yung report, for everyone to further determine, no, if a certain work is really of original, no, value or not. So hindi niya sinasabi na pag mataas yung similarity score, so parang aim natin with Turnitin, dapat mababa yung similarity score, no? Hindi dapat mataas. So despite the fact na minsan mataas yung score, pero hindi nangangahulugan na na plagiarize yung paper, no? Hindi po ganon. Or kung 0 naman yung percentage ng similarity, hindi rin nangangahulugan na original yung content ng paper, no? O ng work ng ating mga estudyante. Okay? So later, di-discuss pa natin yun further. Okay? So in Turnitin, there are 3 essential features. No? One is yung originality check. No? Yun nga, kapag yung system, yung paper in-upload natin, then a matter of minutes or a matter in a day, no, makakapag-generate ng similarity report. No? So yun nga, madedetect natin yung through the text or yung sa nakitang similarity text, no, from other sources or against other sources. And then another feature, yung citations check, no? We can use Turnitin, no, to verify citations, no? Yung mga references na ginamit ng mga estudyante. Or baka mamaya may mga sources sila na ginamit and then hindi nag-reflect dun sa kanilang work. So Turnitin is really a good tool, no, to verify the citations, no? Or yung references na ginamit ng ating mga estudyante. And also another good thing about Turnitin, no, meron siyang grammar checking feature, no, in terms of mechanics, in terms of style, no. So we can further use Turnitin to further improve the paper ng ating mga estudyante. Especially when we are editing, no, yung mga ating mga paper ng ating mga estudyante or yung mga assignments. Okay. So at Turnitin, there are actually 3 user types. One is administrator. So basically the administrator, by the way, ako po yung administrator for the university. So what I do is just as that I add instructor account, no? So if you would want to have an account with Turnitin, just email us, the library, or email me, no? So I also have the capability to remove instructors, especially those who are no longer connected with the university or yung mga nag-retire na or mga nag-resign for that matter. So as administrator, let's say for example, if you happen to upload your paper and then along the way, you selected the repository, the repository, standard repository during the setting up of your class, no? Kasi mamaya dun sa pag-create ng class, no, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung item na yon. So every time na mag-upload kayo or mag-create kayo ng class, kailangan na pipiliin natin yung no repository. So this is to avoid yung permanent storage ng inyong mga papers sa database ni Turnitin. Although it's up to you, it's your preference na if you would want to lodge your paper permanently to Turnitin. Well, first, if you would want to protect your work, or if you would want to communicate your work to the public, then you can opt to select the standard repository. But initially, we use Turnitin kasi for draft submissions, di ba? So that we can further enhance the work before or prior submissions to our faculty members or to our advisor or to yeah. So what we need then is that if ever na store yung paper ninyo, no, dun sa database, we need to request for deletion. So as administrator, you need to communicate with me, no, and request for the deletion so that you can upload the revised version ng inyong mga paper so that it will not be compared to the same paper that you previously submitted, no, to Turnitin. Then another one, instructor. So kayo po yun, no? Instructor po, ito po yung kanyang mga tasks na pwedeng ma-perform, no? So before you can check the work of your class or if you would intend to use Turnitin in checking your student papers, you need first to have an account, of course, as instructor. And then once your account has been registered and then you were able to set up your account, then you can create your class, no, a class, and then you can also add or enroll your students. So sa class na create nyo, pwedeng mag-self-enroll yung mga estudyante. So there's an important information that you need to give to them, no? Yung class ID tsaka yung enrollment key. So these are the things that you need to provide to your students so that they can self-enroll. But we suggest that you instructors, no, be the one to enroll them instead of giving the class ID and the enrollment key, so that you will be ensured that all of the accounts, students official students of your class will be are officially enrolled to your course or to your class. No? And then after that, you need to create an assignment. No? Later papakita natin yung kung paano yung pag-set ng tamang setting for the class and for the assignment. And then lastly, yung ating mga estudyante. So student account, no? Yung mga estudyante natin, I mentioned earlier, no? Para sila magkaroon ng student account, there are actually several options that we have come up with. No? One is students can enroll dun sa class na kinaliit po ninyong mga instructor. So since preventive po yung approach ng university or ng library, no? When it comes to checking of paper. No? So students can self-check ng kanilang mga work prior submission sa inyong mga faculty members o sa kanilang mga advisor. So one option could be they can send the file, no, dun sa class na create ng librarians, no. Sa case ng check, no, you can avail of this service through Miss Jenny, to Ma'am Jenny and Sina, no. You can send your file, no, and then Ma'am Jenny will also have an instructor account, and then create a class, parang imaginary class for this service option, no, for our students, no, if they would want to self-check their own work. So prior submission, at least maripaso na nila or ma-revise na nila yung mga dapat i-incorporate dun sa kanilang mga papers, so that yung mga faculty members natin would be somehow be confident, no, na itong mga estudyante natin ay nag-self-check na ng work nila in terms of originality, in terms of citation verification, grammar checking, yung kanilang mga work prior magpasa. So sa end ng ating mga instructor, siguro confirmatory na lang yung gagawin natin if really our students have submitted or have checked their work prior they submit the work or their papers or assignments to you. Okay, ito na pala yung mga options, no. Enrollment to an active class, which are being created by the instructors. So yung enrollment key tsaka yung class ID and enrollment key are essential information that you need to give to your students for them to be able to enroll to your class po sa ating mga instructors. And then ito nga yung para sa self-checking naman, no, yung mga estudyante can enroll dun sa class na create ng ating mga librarians. So yung mga estudyante natin pwedeng mag-avail nitong service sa main library, no, or sa case ng check, pwede po kayong mag-avail nitong service kay Ma'am Jenny and Sina. And then we have also another option, no, to avail of the Turnitin service, no, for plagiarism and originality check. So yun nga, email nila yung mga files, no, na gusto nilang ipa-check for originality, and then kami po yung mag-upload ng paper, no, dun kay Turnitin. And then after a couple of minutes, no, after some time, pag na-generate na po yung report, ida-download po natin, no? And then i-send back natin sa ating mga estudyante or sa requesting client natin para mag-serve as the reference, no, to further edit or enhance or revise yung kanilang mga work. No? Okay? So, kapag nag-upload po tayo ng paper kay Turnitin, ito po yung mga range of or yung mga percentage, no, ng similarity report or yung score na tinatawag. So, ranging from 0% to 100%. So, color-coded po yung report. Para malaman po natin kung nakapag-generate na ng report, mag-appear po yung value na to, yung mga percentage score, dun sa inyong class list o sa inyong account dashboard if you are instructor, no. Yun po yung i-click ninyo, yung score, para po mag-load po yung report, no. So yung feedback studio po ni Turnitin, yun po yung pinaka-document viewer or report viewer, no. So mamaya, pag pumunta na tayo dun kay Turnitin, makita natin yung report, and then kung paano tayo makakapag-integrate ng mga comments, no, eventually makakapagbigay ng mga feedbacks, ng voice comments, no, para ma-take note ng mga estudyante kung ano yung mga na-identify ninyo na mga items doon na for correction, for revisions, no, and among others. Okay? Okay, so let's now move on to the demo site or to the demonstration part. Okay. So I will just have to log in my account as instructor. Parang ngayon po yata ang majority po ng ating audience ay instructor, no? So unahin ko muna po yung sa instructor account or dashboard. Ma'am Katrina, can you confirm what screen, what's on your screen from your end?
Sir, ang kita po namin yung similarity index po.
Okay.
Slide.
So I'll stop share and then I'll share the site platform. Okay, here it is.
Ayan,
So,
sir, kita na po.
Okay. So www.turnitin.com. No? So you need to go to this URL in order for you to log in your account, whether you are an instructor or a student. Okay. So once you have logged in, no, be sure that the active tab, no, if you are instructor, dapat instructor po yung naka-appear po sa inyong screen. Nakiyan ko lang po. So first thing first, no, before you can, for you to use Turnitin, no, to your class, no, kailangan po ninyong, of course, meron po dapat kayong registered account and then na-set up na po ninyo eventually. And then what you need to do is, of course, itong green button, no, you need to click the add class, okay? And then you need to have the settings right, set, no? So for the class type, no, nandito po tayo sa class settings, no. There are two selections, standard and master. So standard po, ito po yung typical nating ito po yung by default na pipiliin natin. But if you have if you are instructor handling several sections, no, then the master would be the right one for you, no. Pero kung if you're handling one or two different courses, the standard one is the right class type for you. So sa standard muna po tayo. Or kung may teaching assistant po kayo, pwede po rin kayong mag-master para ma-add po ninyo yung TA ninyo to Turnitin. Okay? So for the class name, of course, ano po yung course na hina-handle natin. For instance, halimbawa, I think meron po yatang course na research methods in human ecology, no? For instance, yun po, research methods in human ecology. Kunyari, ito po yung code ng class name natin. And then for enrollment key, parang mag-set lang po tayo ng password for the class, no? Simple as ABCD or 1, 2, 3, 4 would be good na, or it depends upon on you. And then for the subject areas, meron po tayo mga selections dito. You just have to select which one do you think is appropriate to your class. So kung wala naman po sa selection, no, piliin na lang po ninyo yung other. Okay? And then for the student level, let's say for example, if you are handling students, no, undergrad, no, yan, undergraduate. Okay? And then yung class start date po, ito po yung kung kailan po kayo nag-create ng class. No? Yan po yung mag-appear dito automatically. And then for the class end date po, ito po, pwede po natin i-adjust ito, no? If the class, no, kung gusto po ninyo for the entire semester, no? Or kung gusto po ninyong i-extend or kung yun pa rin po yung class na gagamitin nyo for the next semester, i-adjust nyo lang po further, no? Or kung gusto nyo pong mapaaga, no, pwede pong i-adjust po yung date earlier. Okay? So if the case may be, let's just click the submit button kung okay na po tayo sa class setting. No? And then, ka-appear po ito, class created. No? Ito po yung class ID tsaka enrollment key po. Okay. And then, click po natin sa class list yung class na create natin. So, RMHE. Okay. So yun po yung ibibigay natin yung class ID, no, tsaka enrollment key para yung mga estudyante ay makapag-enroll dun sa class na create natin. But again, if you would ask us, no, we suggest na kahit maaari tayo na lang po yung mag-enroll ng ating mga estudyante dun sa class na create natin. Okay? So after which, i-create po tayo ng assignment, no, or mag-add po tayo ng assignment. Click lang po natin yung add assignment button. Okay? And then we need to set the right setting, no, for the assignment. Let's say, for example, for the assignment title, research paper. Okay. For the point value, optional po ito, no? So, parang sa scoring po ito. Okay. And then, we have here allow only file type that Turnitins can check for similarity, or we have the option to select allow any file type. So, pwede po natin select kung allow any file type. By the way, si Turnitin can read text-based files, no? Or file extensions na text-based, no? Word, PDF, RTF, no? Ano pa ba? Even PowerPoint, no? Basta may text-based siya, pwedeng ma-recognize or kayang i-recognize si Turnitin yung mga yon. Okay? Hindi lang po kayang i-recognize si Turnitin yung mga scanned documents, yung parang na-convert na from analog, then in-scan, tapos naging PDF, tapos i-upload. Hindi po kayang ma-detect ni Turnitin or mag-detect ng similarity si Turnitin with that one. So dapat born digital, no? Yung document na i-upload natin, no? Or from Word, no? Processing, no? Using Word, MS Word, no? Ano pa ba? RTF, PDF, no? Yun. Pwede mag-convert Word and PDF, then yun, pwede kayang i-recognize po yun ni Turnitin. And then for the start date, no? Kung kailan po na-create yung class, yun din po yung start date. And then for the due date, no? Ayan, pwede po kayo mag-set kung kailan po ninyo isi-set yung due date ng submission, no? And then with post date, ito po yung kung kailan pwedeng i-view ng ating mga estudyante yung grades na ibinigay natin sa mga assignments nila. And then kung kailan din pwedeng makita yung mga feedback na in-incorporate natin, no? from the report na that the system has generated. So ito po yung mga sa dates. And then we need also to go to optional settings po, no? So kanina nabanggit ko po yung mga no repository, yung mga gano'n. Dito po yun makikita, no? So as instructor, you can enter special instructions po, no? Para ma-set po ninyo yung tamang expectation ng ninyo sa ating mga estudyante kapag meron po kayong mga assignments. And then allow submissions after the due date, no? Selection po yes or no, no? Kung stricto po kayo sa due date, then you may opt to select yes. No, no? Kung medyo lenient po kayo, then pwede po ninyong i-select yung yes. Okay? And then generate similarity reports. So, hanggat maaari, yes po ito para at least makita nila agad initially kung how much of from their work has similar text, no, to other sources, no? So yes po hanggat maaari ito. Okay? And then generate similarity reports for student submissions. Ito po, may mga tatlo po tayong selections. Immediately, first report is final. No? Kung gusto natin immediately makapag-generate ng report yung system ni Turnitin, then we will going to select this one. But if we want our students to do multiple submissions, no, then we're going to select immediately can overwrite reports until due date. No? Yung submissions po would be good up to 3 times. No? Otherwise, kapag nag-exceed po doon, medyo matagal na po mag-generate ng report yung system ni Turnitin. No? Sometimes it takes about a day or 2, depende po doon sa file size ng document na i-upload. And right on due date, no? Sa due date pa po magpa-process ng report, then ito po. So, it's up to you po kung ano sections po yung pipiliin natin dito. Depende po dun sa assignment na ibibigay natin sa mga ating mga estudyante po. Okay? Kunyari, piliin po natin immediately can overwrite report para kunwari makakapag-edit pa sila, then makakapag-upload po sila ng mga revised papers up to 3 times. And then we have the exclusion part. No? Turnitin, pwede po tayo mag-exclude ng bibliographic materials. Sometimes kasi yung nadedetect po ni Turnitin yung mga bibliographic materials na yung mga references na ginamit natin. So initially, hanggat maaari, wag muna po tayo mag-exclude, no, ng bibliographic materials because we want the system to check the work, no, down from the very first line down to the last line, no, kasama yung mga bibliography. Para at least makapag-verify tayo nga ng citation. Tsaka yung mga quotations na ginamit. Okay? Tsaka yung mga small sources para makita natin how students articulated their writing in their own way, no? Okay. So no muna po pagdating dito po sa settings part. And then allow students to see similarity reports. Yes po ang ating pipiliin. And then what's the good thing about Turnitin? Meron po siyang tinatawag na translated matching. No? So what languages that translated matching support? So Turnitin can read papers or publish works written in several languages. Filipino lang yata ang hindi pa yata nakakasama. Siguro kaya, pero yung mga nasa internet na content written in Filipino. Pero yung mga, kasi wala pa namang, ang tawag dito, baka wala pa sila na index na mga publications written in Filipino language. So, minsan kasi yung mga estudyante na nag-a-attempt na, out of curiosity, na-Google search sila, and then, na-tag nila yung particular source written in foreign language, and then kita nila parang pasok to dun sa paper ko or sa topic ko. Then gagamit sila lang ng Google Translator, then yun na, pwede silang mag-copy paste. So Turnitin can detect that, yung nag-translate ng work, originally written in other language, then translate sa English. Nade-detect po yun ni Turnitin po. Okay? And then submit papers to, ito po yun. Kasi initially, di ba, draft po yung mga ina-upload natin. Or kung final paper, gusto nating yung paper natin, i-deposit permanently, then we have these selections. So hanggat maaari, no repository po yung ating ipipiliin, para hindi ma-store yung mga papers o kanilang mga papers sa database ni Turnitin. Okay? So for the search options, ito po yung mga repository ng Turnitin. So dito po nagko-crawl. So hanggat maaari lahat po ng selection ay nakatik dapat po yung mga boxes nito. Okay? And then you may also want to use online grading. So may mga rubric na po dito na template na pwede po ninyong gamitin in grading the work of your students po. So for the grammar checking feature, yan, dapat i-enable po natin itong ATS E-rater settings. Yes po natin. And then for the handbook, click po natin yung advanced, okay, for the higher education or collegiate level. And then for dictionary, both US and UK, English dictionaries. Ito po yung mga categories dapat po na-enable po lahat. Spelling, grammar, usage, mechanics, style. So, then we're good. Click lang po natin. So you have also this box, if you would like to save these options, for your future assignments. So tick lang po ninyo, or kung ayaw po ninyo, pwede rin naman pong i-untick na lang din po. So click lang po natin yung submit button. Ayan. So dito po natin makikita sa assignment page, Yan. Congratulations, you have created your first assignment. So add students or view your student list. Click the students tab above. So dito po ninyo makikita yung mga students na nakapag-enroll. Pwede rin po dito sa under actions, click nyo lang po yung view. Okay. Yan. Dito po may enlist yung mga estudyante ninyo. And then mamomonitor po ninyo dito kung sino na po yung mga nakapag-submit ng mga papers at saka yung hindi pa po nakakapag-submit ng paper. Okay. By the way, na-mention ko po kanina, if you happen to yung sa submit papers to sa options yung dalawa, standard repository tsaka yung repository. So what I need you to send me through email yung submission ID po, if you would want to request for paper deletion ng paper. Kailangan po ninyong ibigay sa akin or send sa akin through email yung submission ID o yung paper ID. So ito naman po yung magiging reference nila Turnitin sa states para ma-identify na specifically kung ano yung particular paper or specific paper na kailangang i-delete from their end, so that kapag magsasubmit kayo ng revised version, hindi matatag or mako-compare dun sa original paper. Kasi if that's the case, magiging mataas po yung similarity score or yung percentage. So yun po yung ina-avoid natin. Okay, so dito po natin makikita yung mga students natin na naka-enroll or yung mga nakapagpasa na tsaka hindi pa. Okay, so pwede po tayong mag-receive din ng mga file kung ayaw po natin silang, kung tayo po yung mag-enroll sa kanila. will advise them to send to you, or you will need to advise them, or you advise them to send to you yung kanilang mga assignment para kayo po yung mag-upload ng kanilang paper. So, click nyo lang po itong submit file. Okay. And then you have here, by default, non-enrolled students. And then, for example, I'm an instructor, and then ako po yung mag-enroll dun sa estudyante ko. So, for example, si Juan de la Cruz. And then, assignment 1. Ito po yung, kunwari, yung assignment ko na binigay sa kanila. For example, sinend po via email yung kanilang mga assignment. Tapos i-check po natin using Turnitin. So, kung nakasave po yung file sa inyong computer or sa Dropbox, no, piliin nyo lang po dun sa options. Okay. Try ko pong mag-upload ng paper. So, for example, let's try this one. And then, once you have selected the file, then you just need to click the upload button. Ma'am Katrina, ano po yung nakikita niyo sa screen at the moment?
Sir, kita po namin yung Turnitin page. Yan po, meron po upload button.
Okay, sige pa. So, click lang po natin yung upload button. And then, afterwards, we need to confirm the submission. So, habang pinaprocess po ni Turnitin, makikita po natin yung file details, no? Yung number of words, no? So, kung initially makikita na natin kapag nag-set po kayo as one of the criteria, no? Let's say, ano kayo written exam, no? Or nagpagawa kayo ng mga research paper, no? And then, makikita natin kung na-meet ba nung bata yung number of words na sinet po natin through this. Click to complete upload. It's taking longer. Medyo mabagal. Okay. So, confirm lang natin. Ayun. So, kita natin dito yung file size. Okay. So, sa digital receipt, dun din natin makikita yung number of words nung document na in-upload. So, yan. Search paper. So let's wait for a couple of minutes. Hindi ko alam kung gaano kalaki yung file na na-upload ko. So yan po. So malalaman natin kapag yung system ay nakapag-generate na po ng report dito po sa similarity column. So yung may percent value po dyan na mag-appear. Yun po yung i-click natin para dadalhin po tayo dun sa feedback studio, yung document viewer po ni Turnitin, kung saan doon po makikita yung report, no? And then doon din po tayo makakapagbigay ng makakapag-insert ng mga comments, no? Yung mga quick marks na tinatawag. And then doon din tayo makakapagbigay ng scoring doon sa particular assignment. Sige. Labas muna ako dito and then I'll just choose another class na meron ng mga generated reports. Okay, for instance, ito po, ayan, kunyari ito po yung mga estudyante ninyo, ito po yung mga assignments nila, and then ito po yung mga reports, no, with percent value. No. So ito po yung similarity, ito po yung extent ng similarity nung kanilang paper as compared against to the sources available online. Okay? So, kanina pakita ko po yung color-coded, no? May equivalent na range ng percent. Okay. Let's try this one. Yung medyo may mataas na konti. Siguro yung ito, kunwari. I'll pick one. Ito, may mga 40 plus. Naku, sorry. Wala akong ano. Ito po yung feedback studio. Ito po yung document viewer. So, dito po yung report. Skip ko lang po yung pangalan. Yung title. And kunyari, yan po. Kita natin, naka-highlight po yung text, no? So, yung naka-highlight po na text, ito po yung mga na tag ni Turnitin na merong similarity. No? So, ang ginagawa ng Turnitin, Turnitin finds so, itagel lang po natin itong we have here mga layers, no? Report layers. So, the blue ones, this one, this is the grading layer. Okay. And then, this one's the similarity layer. Okay. And then, ito pong purple, ito po yung e-rater. Ito po yung sa grammar. Yung similarity layer, ito po yung, dito po natin malalaman yung how original the paper was written or was composed. Okay. Yung grading layer po, ito po yung gagamitin natin, no? Sa pagbibigay ng feedback, no? So, tingnan natin. Okay. Yan. So, first button po, yung quick marks po, no? So, meron pong by default dito na mga set of quick marks na, no? You just have to select which one do you think would be right, no? For the paper, no? So, pwede po ninyo itong dagdagan. Click lang po ninyo itong icon na to, yung Manage Quick Marks buttons. And then, pwede po kayo mag-add pa ng mga quick marks on top of this one na naka-default na po dito sa Similarity Report. For instance, may na-notice kayo na, ano ba, sa paper, mali yung citation niya, no? Or improper citation. You just have to click, no? May mga description po itong mga quick marks na to. You just have to click and then drag doon sa paper, no? Or doon sa pinaka-paper. Para at least ma-identify ng estudyante kung ano po yung na-notice niya doon sa kanyang paper. Then pwede rin po kayo mag-insert ng comments, no? Ito po, comment, bubble comment, no? Yan. So, halimbawa, improper citation. Yan. So, enter nyo lang po. So, pag may nakita po yung estudyante ninyo, itong thought bubble, click lang po niya para makikita niya kung ano po yung in-insert ninyong comment dun sa kanyang paper. So you just have to select and then drag, for example, indentation, no? In terms, kung particular kayo sa format, no? Yan. Ito po yung mga quick marks available. And then you can also include voice comments. So 3 minutes po yung maximum. No? Pwede po kayo mag-record dito ng feedback comments, no? Voice comments po. Pwede po kayo mag-sermon. Siguro mahaba po yung 3 minutes. Marami po kayo pwedeng masabi. And then for general comments, ito po gamitin po ninyo to text comment dito na part. No? Bawa sa chapter 1, kung ano po yung na-notice ninyo. Yan. Isabihin lang po dito. And then sa chapter 2, for instance, ng paper, no? Yan. Pwede po kayo mag-insert dyan ng comments. Okay? Okay, let's now move to the second part, no? Yung similarity score or yung match overview. So, una muna nating first dun sa similarity layer, no, yung flags, no. Kikita po ninyo yung flags for review. So, pag 0 nakalagay diyan, ibig sabihin wala naman pong na-detect, no. Pag may value diyan, yun, worry na kayo about dun sa paper ng estudyante. Pero kung 0, that's safe to say na medyo okay po yung paper. Wala naman pong something kumbaga something fishy dun sa paper. And then, click po natin yung second button, no? Yung match overview. So, 47% po yung parang total similarity score, no? Based dun sa report na na-generate ng system. However, no, kikita natin dun sa source list, no, distributed po yung score, no? 8%, 5%. So, naka-arrange po yung mga sources na nagkaroon ng potential match, no? By tawag dito, ascending order or descending order rather. So number 1 po yung may pinakamataas na score. So pwede po ninyong i-view yung full content, no, na nagkaroon ng potential match. Click lang po ninyo yung item na yon. And then yan po mag-appear po yung mga
Right, so Sir
Distributed.
Pius?
Yes, ma'am. Overtime na.
Okay po.
Okay.
Ay, hindi po, sir. Sorry po, medyo nag-lag lang po kanina. Okay na po ulit, sir. Thank you
Okay.
po.
How is it na? Okay. Sige, salamat. So 47%. So ang kailangan natin tignan natin dito, no, yung despite na mataas yung match overview, no, pero dapat yung distribution, dapat yung score distributed to several sources. And then yung level ng similarity, no, depende dun sa score, no. Dapat halimbawa kung 47%, halimbawa for instance, out of 47, 40% ay nasa isang source lang, no. So yun, medyo indication yun na baka yung paper ay potentially plagiarized or may mga part dun sa paper na potentially plagiarized, no. So dapat yung score hindi maglalaro or hindi, yung chunk ng total score ay hindi nakapeg sa isa o dalawang source na merong mataas na similarity. So dapat maganda, mas okay na distributed yung score, well distributed yung score, no. Ranging from 0% to 10%, no. So it's up to you. Kasi yung university, wala pa tayong nasa-set na threshold, no, when it comes to using Turnitin. So parang ang nangyayari ngayon sa atin, kanya-kanyang discretion, depende sa appreciation natin or sa judgment call natin, no, kung sa tingin natin yung if a certain work is somehow parang may violation ng academic misconduct, no, or nag-plagiarize for that. So pwede tayo dito mag-exclude ng source ng similarity score, no, so yun. And then earlier kanina during sa settings part, no, yung sa exclusions hindi muna tayo nag-exclude kasi we want the system, no, to check, you know, the work from the very first line down to the last line ng paper. So pwede dito sa report, no, sa feedback studio, dito na lang tayo mag-exclude, no. I-tick na lang natin yung mga boxes, no? Exclude quotes, no, bibliography, or pwede tayo mag-set ng number of words, no. Let's say in a paragraph, no, para at least hindi na siya ma-detect ni Turnitin or ma-highlight ni Turnitin yung text na yun. So initially ang mangyayari kapag nag-exclude na tayo, yung match overview score, no, bumababa siya, no. Bumababa siya. Okay? So just click apply changes. So manonotice niyo mamaya, yung score typically bumababa. Yan. Let's say for example, 10 hertz. Then apply changes. Yan natin kung bababa yung score. Oops, hindi din bumaba. Ayun, from 47% naging 44% na lang siya. Okay? Sa filters and settings. Okay, there you go. So, kung ito, under this one, pwede natin i-gawin yun. Okay? So, yan. So, yung mga exclude sources dito po mapupunta. So, pwede po nating ibalik yung mga sources na in-exclude natin. No? You just have to click restore. No? Pwede tayong mag-individually select ng mga sources na in-exclude natin here. Or pwede nating in one click, ibalik natin yung mga sources na in-exclude. Okay? And then, ito po yung sa grammar checking, yung e-rater. No? Okay. So yung e-rater, meron lang siyang certain limit. No? Kailangan yung paper, no? Kung gusto natin magamit fully yung grammar checking feature ni Turnitin, dapat yung file na i-upload natin would not exceed dun sa maximum na 64,000 characters. Okay? Para makita natin yung kung ano yung mga na-detect na errors in terms of grammar ni Turnitin. So naka-highlight din po yun, no? Kulay purple po. And then, yun, sasabihin ni Turnitin, ito, yung article error, no? Yung mga passive voice, active voice, yan, mga ganyan. So dito rin po natin makukuha yung report, no? Kung magre-request po tayo ng paper deletion. So nandito po yung digital receipt, no? Yan, click lang po natin tong download button. Okay? And then kung gusto natin makasecure din nung actual report, no? ang pipiliin po natin yung current view. Okay? So, pag na-download po yung file, in PDF format po siya. So, pwede po natin itong i-send sa ating mga estudyante para maging reference nila. No? For example, kung advice po natin yung estudyante at nagsusulat po kasi yun ng thesis or dissertation, ito po yung pwede nating i-send sa kanila, no? Para mag-serve as reference itong report para ma-enhance nila yung kanilang paper further. So yun po. So si Turnitin nag-serve din siya as backup platform, no, ng inyong mga files. No? So kanina dun sa download button, nakita niyo yung parang original file, no? Originally submitted file. So you can download yung file na sinend niyo sa inyong professor, no? Kung sakaling nagkaroon na virus, for instance, yung inyong yung computer, no? So pwede niyo ditong kunin, no, yung file na sinend niyo or yung paper na ginagawa niyo at the moment. So tingnan natin yung report. So tingnan natin mag-load. The file is damaged but is being okay. Ma'am Katrina, ano po yung nakikita niyo sa screen niyo?
Sir, kita po namin yung sa paper po, yung may theoretical framework.
PDF file po? Yung
yes
PDF.
po, sir.
Okay, yung may mga naka-highlight na text. Ayan.
Up.
Ayan. So ito po yung actual report. No? So makikita na po natin yung mga text na nagkaroon na may highlighted in different colors. No? So yung tas number din po siya para at least guided din po kayo, no? Kung saang source po nagkaroon ng similarity or ng match, no? Okay, dun sa last part po nung report, so naka-enlist po dito yung mga sources, no? 44% similarity index, 32 of which galing sa internet.
Sir, nasa feedback
sources.
studio pa lang kayo, sir.
Sa feedback studio. Okay, wait. Stop ko lang. Share ko yung PDF. Yung na-download kong report. Ayan. Ma'am Katrina?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Iba pala yung kanina. Sige po.
Thank you, Jar. So ito po yung downloaded report po. So ito po yung magiging reference natin kapag mag-edit po yung ating mga estudyante ng kanilang mga papers. No? Dito rin po nila makikita yung mga comments na in-insert po ninyo. No? Yung mga quick marks, no? Para ma-improve nila yung kanilang mga paper or ma-include or ma-attribute yung mga original authors ng mga sources na ginamit nila. So, yan, 42% similarity index, 32% internet sources, 42% publication, 5% of which student papers po. So, nakalista po yung mga sources na nagkaroon ng potential match in descending order. No? Pinakamataas na score po, siya po yung number 1 or nasa top on the list. No? Yan. So kung if you are going to conduct a confirmatory, no, or further investigation, no, ito po yung magiging reference po ninyo, no, if you would want to determine if the work of your students are original or not. Okay, so I think that's it about Turnitin. So if there's any questions, no, if there's anything that I miss, I hope I don't miss anything, no. Ayun. So thank you very much po, no, for your kind attention. Magandang hapon po.
Ayan. So thank you very much po, Sir Pius. So I believe marami po tayong napulot talaga na ideas about Turnitin and also yung konsepto ng plagiarism kasi yun nga po napansin natin kanina, napaka-broad po pala ng term na ito. So probably for a lot of people po, pag naisip po natin ang plagiarism, automatic yung mga word-for-word copying. Pero meron po, yes po sir. So meron po pala tayo mga mashup, ayan, remix, na akala po natin sa mga kanta lang. Meron pa pong retweet. So napaka-broad po pala nitong plagiarism na ito. And siguro po napakahalaga talaga na matutunan ito ng faculty at saka rin po ng mga students kasi maybe some are committing plagiarism intentionally or unintentionally. So thank you very much po, Sir Pius, for sharing plagiarism, the concept of plagiarism and Turnitin po sa atin ngayong hapon. And para po sa mga students natin, ayan. So ugaliin natin na gamitin itong mga resources na meron tayo readily available sa ating university library. So Mendeley, UKDR, and itong Turnitin. So sayang naman po kung hindi natin sila magagamit. And ayan po, sanayan natin na mag-check and recheck tayo ng mga papers natin para maiwasan natin yung mga issues na ganito. So makakatulong po ito sa ating journey within the university and madadala rin po natin even after we graduate. So thank you very much po to all our resource persons for today. And bago po tayo mag-end, ayan po, I'm sure marami po tayong mga katanungan na pwedeng, ayan po, sagutin ng ating mga resource persons ngayon. So for our Zoom participants, you may type your questions po dito sa ating chat box. Tapos naman po sa ating Facebook Live viewers, you may comment your questions po sa ating comment section. So andito po si Ma'am Victoria, Ma'am Rose, Sir Jarian, and Sir Pius to answer our questions. Yan po. Ayan. So meron na rin po mga nag-PM po sa akin kanina ng questions. Sige po, unahin po natin for the first question. Siguro po ito ay para po kay Ma'am Victoria and Ma'am Rose. So ang tanong po niya ay, what if preliminary pages lang po ang available? So can we contact the authors po directly or through the university library pa rin po?
Hello po. So you can contact din po the author directly kung alam niyo na naman po yung yung contact details po nila. So yun po.
Right po. So pwedeng email na lang po siguro dun sa ating mga authors. Ayan. So thank you po. So I think this is also related din po sa ating po, UKDR. Open po ba ito for all UP constituents kahit hindi po UPLB student or staff?
As of this time po, sa UPLB pa lang po siya. Sa submission po ba ito or access?
I think access po ito, ma'am.
Sa access, yes po. So ngayon po kasi open attends po yung ginagamit natin na para ma-trace po yung sa yung sa UP or UPLB constituents. So yun po, sa ngayon po open pa po siya for UP. Tama Sir Pius, no? Kasi open attends is for all.
Yes, that's right.
For UP, for UP po siya. So far po this time po, open pa po siya for UP. So we will be trying na UPLB constituents po ang ma-focus po nung Kaya may ginagawa na din po kaming paraan para po ma-focus lang po siya sa UPLB constituents yung ibang materials. Pero meron po tayong materials na open access. So pag open access po, lahat po, general public can access the material. So may ganun din pong type of materials.
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you po. Ayan, so sa mga students po natin and mga staff, ayan, please take note po dito sa mga information po natin. Ayan. So, isa pa pong question, I think for UKDR also din po. May we also file for requests for specific titles?
What do you mean po kaya ng specific titles? Is it access? Access po kaya siguro po ito, no?
Opo, ma'am. Baka po may mga nire-request silang mga thesis or dissertation na wala pa po sa ating UKDR.
Yes po. Yes po. You can email us din po. And meron din po dun sa sa UKDR platform na contact us. Automatic po siya na madadirect po sa aming email address.
So, I think meron pa po tayong question. Pero this is for, I think, Mendeley na po. Ayan, Sir Jarian. So, ang question po is, what to do po if account has already expired?
That is actually not Mendeley. That's for open attends. For the open attends, you can email us directly sa universitylibrary.uplb at up.edu.ph. And then kami na po bahala na mag-activate ng account ninyo. Kasi pagka you are outside the campus or you're not using the IP of the university, you cannot activate your account. So kami na bahala na mag-activate yung account, just email us directly po for open attendance. For the Mendeley kasi is wala po activation kasi that's actually free. And then as long as you're connected via your Science Direct account, so you can still access that. You can sync your both account for Mendeley and Science Direct. For the access, full access of the database, make sure to have your Science Direct account like your remote access activated. So if you have any concerns for the activation of the Science Direct account, you can email us. We will help you to activate your Science Direct account. And I think the question was for the Open Attendance account po, for renewal po. Kasi yung Open Attendance account natin is will expire every 6 months po. Though you can have your Open Attendance account renewed kasi meron nakalagay dun sa library website natin na renewal. Pero pag you are outside the campus, you are not accessing using the IP of the university, you cannot do that. So kami na po ang mag-activate ng account ninyo po.
Alright, thank you po, sir.
Ayan, hello po sa inyo. Ako nga po pala si Blue. And actually, ako po dapat ang host niyo for today, but due to some technical issues po talaga, ngayon lang po ako pinapasok ng Zoom. Kaya po pasensya na. Pero I'm trying my best kanina para ma-follow po ng ating session. And I'm just watching it from Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, since I'm here now, there's one question here from Facebook Live. It's actually from Ma'am Jenny Amparo. So the question is, could we integrate po submissions in Google Classroom or Canvas sa Turnitin? Siguro si Sir Pius po ang makakasagot dito.
Yes. Actually, Turnitin, yes, can definitely be integrated sa mga LMS, no? However, it's just that since yung ating current license is limited to a certain number of FTE or full-time number of users, no? Currently sa ating current subscription, we have 3,006, I think, no? To be exact, na FTEs, no? In as much as we would like to have everyone, no, or Turnitin be integrated dun sa LMS, and secondly, ang dami nating LMS currently in place, no? I think we have 4. So I've been talking about it with Mama yung regarding sa implementation natin ng Turnitin. For everyone's information, nag-start tayo mag-subscribe kay Turnitin way back in 2015, no? And initially, sa 1,000 FTEs na na-avail natin, nagbabayad pa noon ay yung UPLB. Kasi ngayon yung current license natin ay was being paid for by UP system, no, across CUs. And then the system has allocated a certain number of accounts per constituent university, no, depending doon sa number of population, no, ng isang CU. So for UPLB, meron po tayong 3,006, no. Considering na meron tayong iba't ibang platforms or LMS, no, ang hindi natin kayang ma-integrate pa at the moment hindi pa natin kayang gawin yung integration, no. So ang i-implement natin yung direct access na tinatawag, wherein everyone can directly access the platform with their account credentials, no, instructor or student. So dependent po yung license natin sa number of students, no. So doon po kumakain doon po bumabawas yung ating current license. So
Well said.
hopefully in the near future, no. Kasi ang dami natin at saka ang mahal po kasi ng license.
Correct. Thank you, Sir Pius. But follow-up question na po regarding Turnitin po, no? Meron po ba tayong general guide in the university regarding the use of Turnitin?
As of the moment, wala po. But I would like to suppose that the University Library Board, no,
Yeah.
or the University Library Council, system level, no, would come up with one, no, for everyone's guidance and information, no. So yun yung you look forward natin, no. Siguro ngayon baka pinag-aaralan na ng system, depende dun sa mga current implementations or yung mga challenges or yung mga issues na mag-a-arise along the way. So yun, tingnan natin po. Yan po yung i-look forward natin, no, in the near future po.
Thank you so much, Sir Pius. Very well explained. Ayan. One more question po, no? Can the students also check for plagiarism kahit walang subject or course po na naka-enroll?
Yes. Yes. What's the latest about Turnitin, no? Nagpa-email blast kami about draft coach. If I hope you receive an email about it, no. So that's actually the latest thing about Turnitin, yung draft coach, no. So if everyone in the community doesn't have yet an account, no, then they can check, no, their work, no, via draft coach. Draft coach is integrated on Google Docs, no. So they can while writing via Google Docs, so they can perform originality checks, citation check, tsaka grammar check. So that's one good thing, no? That's the latest good news about Turnitin, yung draft coach, especially dun sa mga wala pang account.
I see. Last follow-up, Sir Pius. Pwede po ba mag-check ng isang ma-check ng isang Turnitin ang paper ng whole class? Siguro isang section siguro po ito, no?
Yes po. Doon po sa submissions po, meron po yung options na cut and paste or mag-upload po kayo ng one time ng lahat ng files ng inyong mga students, no? But be sure that those students are enrolled to the class that you have created, no? Sa inyo pong account.
I see. All right. So make sure daw na naka-enroll sa inyong account ang mga students na yan para ma-check yung whole class. All right. Any more questions po? I think we can accommodate one more as of this time.
Siguro nagtataka ang karamihan kung hanggang kailan yung access, no?
Ayan, may nag-raise ng hand actually si Ma'am Rafaela Iranzo. Sige, you can ask na po directly po kung sino po gusto niyo tanungin, Ma'am Rafaela.
Hello po, good afternoon. I'm from Chepo, Rafaela Iranzo, PS Nutrition Batch 2018. First of all, I would like to commend lang po the main live staff kasi sobrang helpful po nitong discussion today. And I would like to suggest lang po, hindi po siya question talaga. I would like to suggest po sana na next time, we should require students to attend webinars like this po, especially those students who are freshies po at saka those who are undertaking their undergraduate thesis kasi super helpful po ito. And during this pandemic, yung mga classmates ko rin po and ako po, nahirapan po ako sa thesis because hindi po kami maka-access ng main live kasi sanay po na face-to-face. But now with this, I think this would be really helpful po talaga. Kaya I would like to recommend po na sa susunod yung mga magti-thesis po sana na students, this discussion would be available to them and required po sana kasi some students ay hindi po nakaka-attend kasi akala nila hindi masyadong important to. But this is very important po at saka sobrang makakatulong po siya. So thank you very much po for sharing all your insights and also congratulations po kasi ang bilis po na process ng UKDR and ang ganda-ganda niya po. For the future, I think this would be very successful po sa ating mga future UP students. Thank you very much po. Sana maging available din po siya sa mga hindi UP students para matulungan din po natin sila. Ayun po. Thank you very much po.
Thank you so much, Rafaela, for that very, very nice suggestions, no? Talagang kita natin kung gaano sila na-excite na meron na dito sa ating system. But anyways, I think I think last na siguro yon. And si Ma'am Amy pala, nag-raise ang hand. One more. Sige, Ma'am Amy.
Okay. Sir, hindi actually questions, Sir Blue, I would like to thank, UPLB Library kasi po talagang
Yes.
medyo suki ako, lalo na si Sir Pius. Last sem pa ako, yung mga thesis. Sir, hindi ko na inopen camera ko ha. Pero I would like really, to thank you very much kasi last sem pa kami, nagpapacheck ako kay Sir talaga. Tapos ang bilis ni Sir. Parang minsan within 1 hour, nakabalik na sa akin thesis ng aming mga undergrad. Talagang I use that really for assessing yung mga and then I discuss the paper, Sir po. Yung lang minention nyo, I discuss yung matter sa mga estudyante do sa thesis. I-correct, yung percent ng similarity. So very useful po talaga. Thank you po sa UPLB Library Service. Very helpful. Sir Pais, huwag kayong mapagod marami pa susunod. Marami kami estudyante. So so thank you. Yun lang, Sir Blue. Gusto ko lang talagang personally magpasalamat kay Sir kasi talagang last sem pa siya very helpful sa sa aming mga thesis. Ako personally kasi ini-email ko talaga siya directly Tapos mabilis si Sir. Parang within Kaya nagugulat din yung mga estudyante kasi ang bilis ko magbalik kasi talagang yung feedback ang bilis din kasi So yun nga lang, Sir, baka padami ng padami baka hindi na bumilis pag madami na kaming papadala. So thank you po so much.
Thank you, Doc Amy. Ayan. Yes, thank you so much, UPLB Main Library. Talaga naman pong damang-dama ko yung thankfulness ng ating mga kasama ngayon dito, mapa-faculty man o student, talagang they seem na this is such a wonderful, very helpful tool para sa kanila. No? Kaya maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nagbigay ng kanilang mga katanungan at mga suggestions and of course their commendations. Maraming salamat din sa ating mga napakagagaling na mga speakers for today. Talaga namang very interactive ang ating session ngayong hapon. Now, Teacher Trina, thank you also for saving me today.
Thank you, and Sir Blue.
Thank you so much. Let us award now our speakers, our certificate of appreciation. Let me read you the citation. Ayan. University of the Philippines, Los Baños, University Library and College of Human Ecology. Certificate of appreciation is awarded to Maria Victoria R. Altiche in grateful recognition of her generous contribution as a resource person during the CHE Library virtual session, Introduction to the University Knowledge Digital Repository, and Training on Mendeley and Turnitin, held virtually at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, given this 11th day of November 2021, signed by our University Librarian, Dr. Mary Ann Ingua, and the Dean of College of Human Ecology, Dr. Ricardo Sandalo. Thank you so much, Ma'am Victoria. Certificate of appreciation is also awarded to Rosa Salvacion Bombales. Also awarded to Mr. Jarian Galorio. And certificate of appreciation awarded to Mr. Pius S. Murillo. Ayan, maraming salamat po muli.
Maraming salamat din po for inviting us.
Parang nawala ako. Di ba? Ayan, nandiyan pa pala ako. Alright. Maraming salamat po muli sa ating mga speakers for today. Ayan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we bid goodbye to everyone, gusto lang po namin i-take ang opportunity na ito upang pasalamatan at bigyang pugay din ang isang katrabaho, ang isang kaibigan at isang kapamilya dito sa ating kolehiyo. Ma'am Kit, kung tawagin namin siya, siya rin po ay former head ng CHE Library Committee. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present this video. I would like everyone to focus your eyes on the screen and let us all watch this. Ma'am Kit, this is for you.
I will come to you in the silence. I will lift you from all your fear. You will hear my voice, I claim you as my choice. Be still and know I am near. I am hope for all who are hopeless. I am eyes for all who long to see. In the shadows of the night, I will be your light. Come and rest in me. Do not be afraid, I am with you. I have called you each by name. Come and follow me, I will bring you home. I love you and you are mine. I am strength for all the despairing, healing for the ones who dwell in shame. All the blind will see, the lame will all run free, and all will know my name. Do not be afraid, I am with you. I have called you each by name. Come and follow me, I will bring you home. I love you and you are mine. I am the word that leads all to freedom. I am the peace the world cannot give. I will call your name, embracing all your pain. Stand up now, walk and live. Do not be afraid, I am with you. I have called you each by name. Come and follow me, I will bring you home. I love you and you are mine.
We love you and we miss you every day, Ma'am Kit. You will always remain in our hearts and in our minds forever. Thank you so much po sa inyong serbisyo at sa lahat po ng mga naituro niyo sa amin. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Kit. Ayan. Thank you so much po for viewing and for having that time po for Ma'am Kit. No? Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Maraming salamat din po sa HP SOC ang nag-provide po sa atin ng very inspirational or tribute video po na yun for Ma'am Kit. Thank you so much, HP SOC. Ayan. And now, ayan, we are down to our last important segment for this afternoon. To give us a special message before we end our session today, we would like now to welcome and of course congratulate our newly appointed UPLB Main Library Head. Please give a virtual round of applause to Dr. Mary Ann Ingwa.
Hello, good afternoon. Naririnig na ako?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear. Thank you so much po.
Okay. Parang wala pa akong video. May video na ba?
Yun lang, wala pa pong video.
Okay, Yun. Okay. So, nakikita na po ako.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
nag-switch lang yung camera. Okay, so isang madamdaming pagbati sa lahat and especially for Ma'am Kit, no? I'm praying prayers for the repose of her soul and also prayers for the family. So thank you for this opportunity and also for the congratulatory message, Blue. Okay, so isang pagbati ulit sa inyong lahat na nandito sa CHE virtual session. So kinakagalak ko po na makasama kayong lahat dito and also with our librarians. So I would like to congratulate also the CHE Library for this initiative and of course with the support of the Dean, Dr. Rick Sandalo. Thank you so much, sir, sa patuloy mong pagsusuporta sa ating library. And we hope for more collaboration and coordination with you for more projects with the CHE Library. And of course, I would like to thank the college, the CHE College Library Committee with the chair, Professor Chris Malenab, the members, Ma'am Frances Colleen Aquino, and lead person of the CHE Library virtual session, Ma'am Daisy Pellegrina, and other members of the CHE Library Committee. Congratulations for this initiative and for the success of this session. And I look forward to be working with you all, especially with our collaboration sa patuloy nating paglilingkod at pagsisilbi sa ating mga estudyante, faculty, members, the reps, and the admin staff of UPLB. So I look forward to that. Thank you so much for this support. And also to our speakers, our very own reps, the college librarian of UPLB Main Library, Payos, Rosa, Mabik, and Jarian. Congratulations with work. Well done. Good job. And thank you for sharing your skills and knowledge to all of us today. And keep it up. And most especially to our dear participants, thank you for a well-engaging Q&A and also your interest in learning our resources, particularly what have been discussed or shared with you today, the Mendeley and the Turnitin. Of course, the Mendeley will help you with how you're going to arrange, or help you organize your review of literatures and other references, and also with the Turnitin, how you're going to check the originality of your research papers. So thank you for your interest with that. And we have lots of electronic resources now. So you can just access our library website, www.library.uplb.edu.ph for all these electronic resources where you can access all of this through your Open Athens account. So I know everyone has already this Open Athens account. So you can access all these electronic databases that we have in the library at the comfort of your homes, wherever you are. So you can access that. So for any help, you can also email us directly at library.uplb.edu.ph. Okay, University Library at uplb.edu.ph. So once again, maraming salamat po sa patuloy niyong suporta sa library and also our participants today. The UPLB Library welcomes you all for whatever you need. We will do our best to serve, no? Para sa bayan, no? Wagapan pa rin natin ng husay at galing, no, para makapagsilbi ng maayos sa ating lahat. So once again, maraming salamat po sa lahat sa inyo. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat din po, Dr. Mary Ann Ingwa. And again, congratulations po sa inyo. Bilang kayo na nga po ang ating newly appointed head ng ating main library. Ayan. Maraming salamat po for joining us today. At maraming salamat din po sa lahat po ng umattend ngayon. At gusto ko lang din po pasalamatan ang mga committee na tumulong para maisakatuparan po ang webinar na ito, no? Thank you to CHE Dean's Office, ayan, kina Sir Melvin, and of course, Ma'am Charisma Malena, maraming salamat po. Ma'am Jenny Encina, Teacher Colleen Aquino, ayan, maraming salamat din po. Hello?
Yes, Sir Blue, we can hear you.
Ayan, po nawala yung video ko. But anyways, thank you so much po muli sa inyo, Teacher Colleen Aquino and CHE Socials Committee. Ayan, CHE Socials Committee, maraming salamat din po. And of course, maraming salamat din po sa lahat po ng mga umattend today. Ayan, sa ating mga students, faculty, and reps for staff. Maraming salamat po. At sa ating mga resource persons mula sa ating UPLB main library.
Okay. So on behalf po of Sir Blue, our host for today, and also the library committee and the CHE library, and the College of Human Ecology, maraming salamat po sa pag-attend po ng ating session for today. So abangan po natin baka po sa mga susunod na buwan or kahit po next year, meron pa po tayong mga virtual sessions pa with our library. Yan po. So before we end po, may we request everyone po to turn their cameras on para po makapag-picture po tayo. Okay, so we will be assisted po by Sir Melvin.
Yes po.
Yan po, sir.
Wait lang po nating mag-on lahat. Yan, okay na po. So, start na po tayo ng picture. 1, 2, 3, smile po. Okay po. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much po. So to end our session po, let us sing the CHE hymn and also the UP Naming Mahal. So thank you po.
Puso, isip, diwa, para sa kalikasan. Puso, isip, diwa, para sa katauhan. Bawat isa sa hangad ang kaunlaran. Sa linlahi lahat tayo ay magtulungan. Ekonomiyang pantao, kolehiyo naming hirang. Panguna na ang hangin, ating pagyamanin, ating kalingain. Mga pangarap dalangin, ating mithiin, ang masaganang buhay at payapang daigdig, ekologiyang pantao, kolehiyo naming irang, pangunawa at talino, iyong nilinang, sa iyo kami nag-alap, sa magsaring kamalayan. Sa bayan ang papuri, sa Diyos ang parangal. Sa bayan ang papuri, sa Diyos ang parangal.
Thank you very much po again. So see you po sa mga susunod po natin na virtual sessions. Have a great day ahead po.
Bye everyone.
Thank you so much po. Maraming
Maraming
salamat.
salamat po.
Thank you po.
po.
Salamat po.
Ulitin.
Nalo ko na, teach.
Yes po. I will stop recording.